Did you know that Sonic music is fantastic? The only thing more fantastic than Sonic music is official remixes that get slapped onto CDs like years later that are still really good. all coldly calculated, all according to Keikaku, right? Hi, welcome, happy Sunday, everyone. It is time to continue the adventure of Sonics. Yeah, no, that remix was like, that's a real specific one, actually. Like let's pop the old Dreamcast on, cause we do it. Oh, wait, hold on a second. There you go. No double up there. No, yeah, that remix was it's called like Cake Club Remix or something. It doesn't matter what year it is. It might as well be 98. The Toucan has arrived as well. Everybody's here. Good. No, that remix was like teased at one point, like years ago by Sega. They were like, "Oh, we're doing like a whole CD full of like bullshit and like vocal tracks and compilation stuff from like Sonic, like an anniversary disc or something." And then they put out like a 2-minute teaser of that, and people were like, "Where's this song? And we want this like Open Your Heart remix," and it just didn't. I don't know, but Sonic Adventure, good stuff. Oh, are we getting dinner?
Select a memory.
Where's our menu, boys?
Select a file.
Yeah, last time. Oh my. Oh, thank you to the Celtic Tampon for the subscription. That's very kind of you. Thank you. You've joined the gang. I think there are goofy emotes of my face
Select
that I
a
made.
character.
Making emotes is weird, man. I'll tell you what. All right. So last time we cranked out Sonic. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who shows up regardless, and I appreciate most especially anyone who subscribes whenever they can. Oh my, and thank you to the Veggie Smuggler for their Twitch Prime sub. Amazing. Everyone is amazing. You are all fantastic. You know what? Hold on a second. Can you make a poll in chat? I was going to try to do some group interaction since everyone's being so nice right now. We have 5 other goobers to play as right now. Scam train. Yeah, we have 5 other goobers to play as. But I'm going to let everyone in the chat decide. Who do I play as? Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big, or Gambo next? So we already did Sonic. I will if any takers, unless there is a unanimous outcry for one character over the other, I will wait a second. Any takers of who to go with next while the good menu music rocks. What the hell was an E102? Tails? I was just gonna do Tails and like, ooh, the robot. Ooh, okay. Because like I said last time, Sonic is more or less like, there's a timeline for this game, right? Where like everything happens in an order, but like different sequences happen at different segments. And I talked to you guys about how like cutscenes are like, each cutscene, if you see it a certain amount of times, like the same cutscene. So like we're gonna, if I pick Gamma the robot, the cutscene where he fights Sonic, like all the voices are redone for it. Like there's different lines, they're read differently. So I never knew if that was supposed to be like a perspective shift thing, like that's how you would hear it from his perspective, or there's like a different timeline thing, which there are actually different timelines in other stupid like 3D Sonic games. But you know what? Enough people said robot in chat. So let's bang bang, it's robot time. I remember this was like the character I was super interested in playing as when I first saw this game as a kid, because it's like, okay, there's Sonic, but it's a robot. And this is like the story everyone looks back at in this game, and it's like, there's something going on here.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
All systems, full power.
Oh yeah. We'll do Tails next. We'll do Tails next though. We'll rotate back and forth. We'll like whittle it down the wheel. We'll see how far we can get with other characters. Oh
Look
man.
at me. I'm
Look
your
at Sunshine
brilliant
Face.
creator, Dr. Robotnik.
Look at Robotnik. He's a
You're the
manlet
second
compared to
of my
this
E100
robot.
model machines.
Who is this tiny man who has created me? Out of car parts.
E102. Codename Gamma.
Hell yeah. We love it.
Gamma.
I don't know who does his voice. Or, excuse
That's
me,
right.
does the
You
robot's
will now
voice.
obey only me.
This is Gamma's like super jazzy theme. Yeah, no, this is super like ASMR voice. Like I know I said Duke Nukem, John St. John. He does Big's voice, right? That's the big like what the fuck. Here to kick ass and fish frogs, but I'm all out of fish or some shit like that. But yeah, no, real Jamler. And we still, so this is, like, remember how last time when we were at Sonic, we got to Eggman's base at the very end? Because that's like, you know, you're playing a Sonic game, you'd get to, like, Robotnik's base way at the end of the game. But, you know, here, because we are the robot, we start here. So, perspective.
The shooting range is through this door. Your big brother, E101 Beta, is there practicing.
His brother's, the Beta E101,
Enter
the
Gamma.
Chad
You're
Gamma.
not as
Let's get the
advanced
memes
as
going.
Beta is, but you'll do fine.
Yeah, exactly. What a beta. The Beta Virgin 101 versus the Chad 102. Is that where we're going with this? But yeah, so this is again a level reworking right here. We saw these robos. So these levels work a little like these were like the prototype for the shooting stages in Sonic Adventure 2, where you played as Robotnik and Tails respectively. They kind of like simplified it there, so it's like a gameplay style that was more refined. And because they didn't want Tails, we'll see it. We'll play as Tails next because this story is way shorter than Sonic. And it takes a while to kill this Sonic doll. Wait, can I get okay? But you'll see that you're supposed to shoot fast, and you get like timer combos. And that's like how you do the high rank missions for Gamma. Is you go through the missions as fast as you can, but you try to like combo up. So in Adventure 2, they make it so you like combo your hits more, so you get like way bigger combos, and then you're encouraged to like get the point bonuses for that. But in here, it's just like do combo, get big time boost, and then just beat the levels and over whatever the time constraints are for that. So that was the first level as Gamma. That was nothing happened. And this is how you get back in there, I think. Where is he now? We're about to do some battle bots right here.
Good job, Gamma. I didn't think you had what it takes.
Like how he's like training him like a pet.
Okay then, Gamma. Here's your test.
And that was a weird
If
cut,
you want
right?
to stay on board, you must be able to pass it. So pay attention to what I say.
Yeah, fuck you, robot. Nope.
The almighty
I like his idle animation
is a
too.
flying fortress that needs a good crew. Come forth, Beta.
Sup,
I'd
loser.
like you to meet your older brother, E101. Just call him Beta. I am pitting the two of you against each other. And the
Like,
winner
imagine
serves
you're
on my
born
ship.
and your parents just say like, here's your brother, call him Beta.
But I owe you at least a fair chance.
Like, I know that's Greek alphabet, but like, internet meaning of Beta has taken on such another like dumb meme format. Silly. Oh yeah, this music rocking. Both of the Beta battle themes are pretty good. It's a Beta fight. Mostly it's just like counters rockets he shoots out, and then this is definitely obviously the foundation for like the versus mode between the two shooter characters like Robotnik, Tails, and the other weirdos you unlock like the Chow Walkers and stuff in Adventure 2. So again, this is like super the foundation for like, oh, they had this okay enough mode, and they're like, let's reuse it and like tweak it up a bit. which again, like I talked about, like reusing ideas for like good improvements in Sonic, and like this is, I think, a good one. Not everyone likes the shooter stages in Adventure 2, but I think they work well. Like, I'll say that. Yeah, exactly. Born to fight. Get in the Robo
I had a
Pit.
funny feeling there was more to you than meets the eye.
Oh, is that a Transformers reference?
The egg carrier. What? So you want to come along with us, eh?
Why does this robot have sentience? Like, take me with you, you fuck.
Okay. We could always use a spare set of parts, I guess. You have
Jesus.
special permission.
He said, come here. You replacement bucket. But yeah, so again, this cutscene where we saw the egg carrier. Actually, wait. I don't think we saw the egg carrier take off, because it was already in the sky when it got to Sonic. So yeah, different perspective here. But this is Robotnik / Eggman. I'll call him whatever I want at this point. Because this game, I think it's still, like, ambiguous. Even though they fully forced Eggman in the next game going forward. Just for all time. Oh, this music. This goofy-ass music right here. It is Robotnik. No, it is Robotnik in this game. Look at this Mario Party ranking screen right here. Or, excuse me, Sonic Shuffle ranking screen. How dare I?
Aha! Testing 1, 2, 3.
Is this thing on?
You, the elite egg carrier crew, are here today.
Like, Robotnik just palette
Hear a
swapped
very special announcement.
his robots. Robotnik loves fighting games secretly. He just like, let me just do the color
Very
wheel.
unique. This frog is absolutely vital to my plan.
Oh shit. It's a
I
tailed
command
frog.
you to locate this frog immediately.
Are there really no frogs with tails? I mean, like,
don't care what it takes to get it.
maybe not a tail that egregious,
Bring it
but
to me.
Sonic Shuffle is underrated.
We haven't got time to waste, so come to attention.
I mean, I think the idea of a Sonic party game is very underrated. Yeah, exactly. Sad frogs only. But yeah, so now we're doing robo missions and bullshit. So why do we need Froggy? Ooh, maybe we'll get the big story. I don't know if tonight's the night we do big. Do big or go home. We'll fight till we drop. Did the government send you agents? Wait, not to suppress us? Well, don't bother. We won't give in to threats and violence. What the fuck? These guys think Gamma's a government agent? Are you a customer? We're on strike. We're protesting for better working conditions. It's probably gonna be a long battle. Wait, are these cops or are these station workers? I don't know. I don't know about the economy of Station Square. Let's party. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'm down for. I'm down to fuck with Sonic Shuffle. Sonic Shuffle's silly. You know what would really be fun? Because people do AI matches for Mario Party. Do Sonic Shuffle AI matches, and then make sure you turn the controllers onto humans at the end, so then you can reap in the rewards and keep it for your scores. That's you unlock shit easy in that game, really. Sonic Shuffle's a mess. That's a weird ass game. But the problem with Sonic Shuffle is just there's no good learning curves for you. You just get dumped right in. Oh yeah, so these are the train workers are on strike. Those aren't cops. They're fine. So yeah, this side plot in Sonic Adventure World is that the train station workers are on strike. That's why the station just happens to be closed and is railroading us into the direction we want to go. But there you go. I hope they get what they're after. Thank you, public servants. What does this guy got to say this time? Please don't kill me. What? A frog? Yeah, he went into the hotel. All frogs in the hotel. Wow, what a crazy frog, eh? Okay, so by the way, when Gamma goes on water, watch this. Because robots wouldn't touch water. And if you make him run fast enough... Scoot scoot. Get a fun little character. Because I have to be incognito. Look at me, I'm just rolling along with the cars now. Can't just blow down the door. I know I'm supposed to go to the beach, but I like exploring and doing all the goofy shit. And finding out what the people have to say. It's the people of Station Square that make the world go round, right? I'll talk to these goobers over here and then we'll go back. What do you got to say? What do you got to say, lady? This is the first time I've seen the trains on strike. It's a pain for everyone. Why are they doing this? Yeah, fuck these train workers for demanding workers. I didn't even see why they were on strike, but I hope they get what they're after. Imagine having a well-functioning train system. America doesn't know. I mean, oh god, well that's like the thing, it's like, people keep showing off those Boston Dynamics or whatever videos of like, oh, here's a dog robot shitting itself or something like that, and then like, here's a human robot flipping, and it's like, okay, that's cool, but that's also scary as fuck, because like, who's gonna buy those? And who is gonna eventually use them for evil versus good? Like, I'm not here to participate in the cyber wars. My company's on strike, so I can't go to work. Hee hee. What a bummer. Not. Yeah, that guy gets it. Take advantage, right? Wait, can Gamma flirt with any of the pool girls? Ooh, yeah. Let's see what they gotta say before we head to the next level. You're the second person asking about a frog. Who else was asking for a frog? Froggy. I saw him hopping towards the beach. A big cat. Ooh. Let's see what's going on up here. And look at. See, now you blow down this fence. Wait, look what the sign says too. Don't mess with the fence, and looks like we just did. Fuck you. So yeah, this is, strangely enough, the next character that gets to use Emerald Coast as a stage. You wouldn't think it'd be Gamma, but here we are. And then you essentially just blow everything up. Oh shit, yeah, okay, so, unlike, that was me goofing up on that, unlike, the shooter characters in Adventure 2, you actually do need rings for Gamma. He doesn't have a life bar like those characters do, so be careful. At this point, too, like getting combos is really just for keeping your timer up. But his levels are never too long until like right near the end. It's really the final like stages and his challenge stages that tell you like, oh god, or that make you really combo. Like I think the time version of the stage tells you to like end the stage with 3 minutes, so you just really need to have a good combo. I'm about to finish the level like right here. Like see, there you go. There's Froggy already. Something that's nice too that I didn't even mention. I mean, people know this from Child Guard and stuff, but like the usage of animals and robots, but then like retroactively, or like I guess using that retroactive idea to then, oh look, he's going to the past too. What's this robot gonna learn about society? But yeah, using the robots then for like Chow stuff in the future is a nice like reworking of something that already exists, I think. Like, you literally sent T-1000 back to the past. Thanks, Light Orb.
Must determine location.
He's like, why can't I connect to the Wi-Fi here? So now we're here during the day.
Accessing data.
And hold on.
No data found. Location unknown.
So we were here before with Sonic, right? And it was like
This
on fire.
presents a problem.
Everything was fucked. But now it's just peaceful during the day. So we'll keep warping back here and seeing different snippets of this. Can I go back this way? Oh yes, okay. So there's almost no reason for me to explore here. But welcome to like the Echidna village, basically. I don't know if any... Ooh, yeah, they're walking around. Look at these goobers. What do I got to say? Never gloat in victory. And I like how almost none of them really acknowledge that Gamma is like a robot. I think, therefore I am. What? These echidnas having like... Well, I just can't sit still. I mean, like existential crises over here. We're too hyper. Well. What's annoying too about these like segments where you're stuck in the past? I've never been scared of anything my whole life. Is there anyone or anything capable of making me feel scared? Maybe this is why this tribe was destroyed. Hit it when they least expect it. That's my motto. That's a good one, right? Strike like a coward. Is this life a dream or is it reality? Man, you're asking the wrong person. Yo ho, yo ho. No, thank you. I'll talk with a few more. We must proceed discreetly, but we always do just the opposite. Is the leader around here? There's an altar in front of the gate. The 7 emeralds are there. With those 7 emeralds, all our dreams will come true. So, like, when you're in the past like this, by the way, I think as Tails and then as Amy, you also get some power-ups. And I don't remember if you can actually miss those. I know where Gamma's power-ups are. They're both in the egg carrier. We just haven't gotten there yet. Strange creatures seem to be living near the altar. They're small and well, it's hard to describe. My grandma called them Chow. There you go. So yeah, we're in the past, and this is like the history of the Chow. Not that it really matters that they're just like Tamagotchi, basically. And this is, I think, supposed to be implying that like where we were in Mystic Ruins is like this is that temple where like the Lost World level was. So there you go. Anyway, I'll stop goofing around. But I figured I'd just do fun exploration. But I do like that you can go back this way. Like, there's almost no reason to when it's... But it's nice that you can do it when it's peaceful versus... When you're Sonic, you don't have a choice but to go forward. So, like, T-1000 here, Gamma, is back in the past. And he's at the altar where the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald are. And it's like, this is Eggman's robot. Robotnik's robot, where he's just like... program him to hunt shit. Why doesn't he just grab these emeralds and then hope he comes back to the future? But yeah, the Chow definitely look a little more robust in this game. Like they didn't have the whole like light and dark alignment. Like I think you could your Chow in here could have affinity, but they didn't change their appearances as much.
No, don't go any closer.
They're a lot simpler. And the cutscenes are definitely weird too, because like there's so many rendered right here. They look a little nicer. I'll show off one of my Chow from like my old save file.
I'm sorry. I see you must not be one of them, huh?
Oh, it hurts. It's a girl Kidna. And she's just like, she doesn't care that he's a robot.
These children? He's a very loving and gentle creature. These little creatures are too vulnerable without its protection. This protection allows them to continue seeing in peace. Even I was surprised the first time I saw him. Now my father is trying to take their sacred home.
Oh no. This ancient melodrama.
It seems his heart is closed off to us all. My true hope is that someday we'll understand each other.
And notice she also has the same ring you get as Sonic on her arm. Like she has the blue crystal rings too. So does that mean she spin dasters twice as fast? And also notice that voice. That sounds like a familiar voice. It's almost like we've heard it before in a talking light orb.
This frog's the one we want.
Oh yeah.
Here's a real one.
And you just get zapped back here, which doesn't make any sense, but sure. And I like how they gave all the other Robos like less sexy voices. And also like other palette swap froggies.
Ah, dummies, 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 dummies!
This
None
is,
of you got the right
watch that
line.
language, Robotnik.
We must find the frog with Chaos's tail! That same frog has also swallowed a Chaos Emerald!
Wait, so he had a... Wait, so he brought Froggy to the past with him, and he had an emerald with him.
There! I'm proud
But there were 7... So were there 8 emeralds in one... What?
I knew you'd be of use to me!
Let's not ask questions.
All you worthless hunks of junk, be gone!
You banish them to the Shadow Realm, like... You're all... Like... He doesn't even just tell them to go in the whole... Like, look at him! He's like, no, save me!
You will get a new assignment!
Gamma's like, well, glad I made it. Like, shit.
Go to the room through that last door.
Oh yeah, and this is where, like,
Once
weird
there,
shit
you'll
happens.
find a girl and a bird. Just get me that bird.
Oh, right.
Now, go!
And then for some reason, Robotnik thought it was wise to have a just spinning platform in the floor, so like this dumb thing happens that's about to happen right here.
Is this the one?
Wow, his voice really is sultry. Look at it, like, this robot's so dumb it got knocked off by an easy spinning platform. So this door that we just went in, by the way, only opens during Gamma's story. Like, whenever you come to the egg carrier, no matter where you are with anyone else, it never opens. And it's for the sake of this cutscene here where... Oh, car parts on the floor. What's that mean? Nani? Oh, shit. What is that?
Beta?
It's like, yeah, who's a beta now, motherfucker? So clearly Robotnik is trying to rebuild Beta better, faster, stronger. And he's just like, well, I basically just saw my brother being vored.
This is the wrong room.
Yeah, no shit, it was the wrong room. Now we can finally explore the egg carrier. Does the monorail work right now? No, it doesn't. Monorail never works. That's okay. There's also... Pretty sure I can go get a power-up here. But I think it tells me I'm supposed to get it. Yeah, I can't do that yet. Normally with other characters, I think you push these switches on the floor too, but not as this one. And then this is a mini game that you play with Amy later, where you get a power up from it. I think you get 2 power ups for Amy, like one for her hammer and one for something else. I think. But yeah, now, speaking of Amy, and I like how in jail back there is just like a Dark Chow egg that Robotnik is just like, and I'm putting this egg in jail. Like, which, like, Dark Chow weren't a thing, I think it was just like an aesthetic presentation. Actually, let me look it up. Let me look at Amy's power-ups really quick.
No way!
Resistance is futile. Give me the bird.
Amy power-ups.
I said no!
Why not?
None of your business, why not?
Oh, get fucked.
I want to know why you want it!
Data unavailable.
You don't even know? I bet you'd be mean to him, you bully! Why not help us out instead? Don't you know how bad I feel?
Oh, you get both of her upgrades from there. Okay, never mind.
Compute.
And now he's having another existential crisis.
Which is useless to you. Does not compute.
I feel sorry for you. Eggman failed to give you feelings.
What does this feel?
Wait a minute, Birdie!
Oh, what's going on with the bird? He hates birds. He's scared.
Get going.
Oh shit. Robot develops sympathy. Like, why would you put comically large open gate buttons right next to your jail cells too? Like, who's guarding this
Why are
thing?
you letting us go?
She's just like deuces.
It is dangerous here. Hurry. We'll be arriving at the Mystic Ruins base soon.
So, you're not like those other robots, huh?
I'm not like
You
other
truly
robots.
are a good person inside, aren't you? I guess we can be friends then. Take care, okay?
Robot learns to feel. I mean, it's no Asimov, but will do. It'll do. But yeah, you can get the Dark Chow egg here. And you just take that to the garden back there. I don't really need to do that. I think you can just keep farming those there. I think they keep respawning. But it's just a neat little findable, if you will. There's the gold egg as well. I think that I pointed out in Station Square last time. And there's also a silver egg.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I don't think there's any other ones.
Gamma, get ready for battle instructions.
Oh shit.
Get the jet booster from the ammunition room and get up to the deck.
Yeah, so you,
Ammunition is unlocked.
you don't really have a... like, much in terms of finding your power-ups. The power-ups you get in this game are a lot more situational. Like, they're usually, like, cued in, like, hey, go find this one, and maybe there's an extra one. Like, I went to the totally wrong room this time, so this one I can't get till later when we come back to the ship. It's just an upgrade for gun. Where's the jet booster? Is it the other side? I think it's the other side. Well, you can tell they were still trying to, like, sort out, well, what do we want upgrades to be in the context of this game. But this one, again, was very much carried over to Adventure 2, which both,
Here's
all
the
the...
jet booster. Press and hold the jump button and you'll float for a while.
All the mecha characters in that game have, like, a booster, which, again, refining old mechanics. You love to see it. Like, what a concept. Refining bad cameras, that's a whole, that's a whole other concept that I'd like to revisit. There we go. But pretty much the same thing. But I like how it's like a weird, it's not even a pack, it's like a floating disc behind him. Like, how is that a jet booster?
Report to the rear of the ship.
Like, why not strap it to his back, actually?
Hurry!
Like, what are the physics of this thing? Like, is there a magnet that strong in there? Like, look, it's not attached to him. I don't get it. And then, of course, an elevator would need to spin viciously to leave a Robotnik airship. I don't... Everything makes sense here. See, so we have been here before, you and I. Y'all and me.
How can I serve you, Dr.
So now we're seeing it from his perspective.
Eradicate all of those menaces. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, sir. I will comply.
So you can look at, like, my upload
Gamma.
of the Sonic playthrough where, like, you can compare these scenes and see, like, what they say differently. So if we play as Tails, we'll probably be here later tonight too, so... Robotnik said, eradicate these fools. Let's remember that he said that. Really, how should Sonic have won this fight? You just long range it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Like, look at this. Yeah, exactly. Everyone be excited for Tails. Oh, gun to head.
Stop, Mr. Robot!
Oh no.
Amy?
Remember your training.
Hey, Mr. Robot. I know you're not an evil sort. Wait, remember me?
Yeah, remember you we met like 2 minutes ago?
Amy! Oh, I really don't get this.
Sonic's like, how is this romance happening?
Sonic, look! The egg carrier's losing altitude.
And see, I remember that line. Tails says that way more casually here.
What will you do?
Whereas like in Sonic's story, he sounds way more scared. And I think Sonic said, I will find and put him out of commission in his story. I like how she said, thanks for saving me, but the robot was really... Like, no. She stopped the robot.
My metal friend. It's dangerous here.
Yeah, how are you all, my metal friends?
Eggman, and come with us.
Why do you help me?
He's like, why are you bothering me, girl?
We'd be friends the next time we met. Even Birdie wants the best for you.
It's with the
You must
bird.
ditch that awful Eggman.
Amy, come on!
Get it? Because Tails... I like how Tails is flying, but his flaps aren't rotating in the way that they should be. I hate that. They rotate in levels, too. Now, see, the robot flying away like that, that makes sense. And, wait, does it show the cutscene? I thought it was a cutscene. There should have been a cutscene of the egg carrier getting kablasted there, I think. And I didn't press anything, but that's fine. Egg carrier blow up, though. Gamma got out of there. We'll see if it plays as Tails. It should. Oh, he's questioning his programming. What has he seen? Oh, shit.
Dr. Robotnik. Enemy. Master registration.
And look how he flies straight into the ground.
E-Series. Friends.
This slow hover.
Must save.
Damn. But we were just created. So yeah, wait, can we go back already? Hold on. Can we go to the egg carrier yet? The boat's here. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So now this is what the egg carrier will look like, because we didn't do this with Sonic. When you revisit it upon, upon completing a level. Or, upon it already sinking. Excuse me, that's what I was trying to say. I think there are a few things that you can do only as Gamma here, by the way. So it's mostly just the same. It's just like daytime egg carrier. But certain things happen if you press the right switches in the Eggman cockpit here. Let me see if I can... Can I even get in? No, I don't think you can get in as Gamma. Maybe Gamma's not the character for it, then. I lied. Never mind. I thought you could do something as Gamma, though. Mostly I just want to come in here so I can... Oh, nice. The elevator clipped through, but I didn't. That's good. That's the same. See, those are the bugs we want to see. People are always complaining this game's buggy and clunky, but bugs are only bad if they make bad things happen. If an elevator clips to a floor, but you still go through the elevator, that's a good bug. Now, hold me to that one. But yeah, let's get the other gun. Let's get the laser blaster, I think this is. Again, this was also reused somewhat in Adventure 2.
Here's your laser blaster.
Just like...
Its blast damages enemies in a wide pattern.
I think stronger hits and more targets. That's literally it. Because in Adventure 2, they also expanded how things work to work. If you just keep tapping your shoot button, there's like an auto shot that comes out, or like an individual shot that will still do damage. But then you also have the lock-on mechanic. Whereas here, I think you only have the lock-on ? I'm pretty sure that's it. How to get that now, though? Just because we will come back here, because Hot Shelter is a level we actually haven't done yet. There are a few. Even though Sonic has the most levels of any character, there's one or two levels I think he doesn't play, and Hot Shelter is one of them. I'm thinking if there are any other ones. Like, there's different versions of different stages he doesn't play, but in terms of like an actual level Sonic doesn't play. I'm trying to think. I know for sure Hot Shelter is one he doesn't play. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. There's got to be like another I'm forgetting. And look at Robot's extremely slow climb. Like, why's it gotta be that slow? Even though you don't have to climb the whole
for
ladder.
Station Square will be departing soon.
But yeah, we're basically now trying to go off and find the rest of the Robo friends and free them from their Robo prisons, from their husks. I think the green stone is still over here. Yes, it is. I like that though. Listen to that.
Pick up, put down, pick up, put down, pick up.
Do you not animate everything you do when you do it? I love that he does. He's always like, mode change, pick up, put down, destroy Eggman. Which, it's weird that he says Eggman. Like, I know, again, this game, he's still Robotnik. Let's say canonically this is the Robotnik shift-over game. But why would... I mean, I guess if he's his enemy now... Why would the robot be programmed to say Eggman and all? This is such an easy level to ace, too. So, this Windy Valley also does not... blow up on itself in the way that Sonic's does, where you... Like, look how much time we're getting because of these big ol', like, flying centipede enemies. It's like easy time right here. But yeah, the tornado never comes and destroys this version of the level, so you're always just, like, blasting through. Like, look how much, like, extra time we now have on the counter. It's ridiculous. So this is a very easy level to, like, do all the missions for if you're trying to do stuff as Gamma here. Like, those things give so much free, Oh shit, Robot Duel. So this is E103 Delta? I think is his code name. You'll notice too that the Robos, when they were in the egg carrier, they all look pretty much like Gamma, had the same gun and everything, but when they were banished off to like guard these areas, I guess. Oh look, I glitched him off the cliff, that's cool. Goodbye, friend. Never done that before, that's cool. But but they all have their own guns now.
Complete.
So now he's rescuing the Robos. That's fun. But no, they all have their own guns now. So like, notice he had the two like big like cannon guns on his hand, the same way that I guess Beta kind of did. Is the invincibility theme in here kind of like Toot Toot Sonic Warrior? I have to listen to that. Let's see if I can get that in the next stage. It's like we have some eagle-eyed listeners here. Eagle-eared listeners. That's how that works, right? Yeah, now the rest of Mystic Ruins is open to us. Look, we have this nice sunset here too. Like, again, this game still looks okay. I'll defend this version of the game as much as I can. We'll do a look over of some GameCube stuff, like the DX version. I'll show off some of the extras and stuff. We'll have that like locked in, ready to go. Now that I know how to switch that over real quick, we're like, look at this. This looks nice. I say as like the level's clipping out over there. Okay, never mind. I hope you all saw that. Draw distance not so good, but at least it's not foggy. Like, it's clipping in, but it's not too foggy. Never mind. That was totally intentional. This game looks nice. Oh, but like lighting and stuff looks good. It looks like it's like sunsetty right now.
Headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
What's this guy got to say about how the rocks just fell? They crumbled and revealed the entrance to a cave. Somebody is sending us a message saying, "Come on in." Yeah, that's what they're saying. He definitely can't go to Ice Cap. I think, yeah, I really think Hot Shelter might be the only stage that Sonic doesn't go to. If we come across another stage, because there's a different area in Ice Cap. There's a different area in, I would say, Twinkle Park technically, and Red Mountain that we're about to go to right now has different music for Gamma and a couple other characters. I actually really like this Red Mountain music, but it is Sonic's Red Mountain is different. I'm trying to think who else has this Red Mountain music. I don't know. He gets this like really weird ass like hip hop track, but I'm down with it. Like listen to that bass guitar go. It's going wild. I think you can. Yeah, look, you can get Gamma to roll on the wall. Look at him, he's sick. Because we do this underground area as Sonic a bit, but the music is different. I will give it that. I like that. Yeah, this is a very different approach to this level. Way more enemies, way more like shit to shoot and blow up inside the volcano. The lava's not rising as much, that's for sure. A giant excessive explosion. Also, welcome to anyone else who's joined us in the meantime. I would like to say hello. We're doing the Gamma story and perhaps at least Tails tonight for Sonic Adventure. Maybe one more if we have the time. We'll see what the crowd is feeling. Sunday nights we always take a little more time. Yeah, this is Epsilon. And let's see, look at the guns on his hands. They look a little different. They're more like these weird square cannons. And then he shoots out, like, just, I think, more rockets at a time if you let him. Yeah, not much of a challenge, these robots. The next one is pretty fun. Because I think it's the final level for Gamma. His doesn't have that much, unfortunately.
E-104 Epsilon. Rescue complete.
Oh. Yeah, Epsilon, that was it. Not many emblems to get as Gamma either. Because so much of the exploration is done as Sonic, I think, initially. Because you do so much as him. And that's what I think I like, though. Like, I've mentioned that before. As much as I think overall Adventure 2 is, like, the preferred game, I think Adventure 1
Delta,
is balanced better
Epsilon.
in terms of, like, you do such a big chunk as Sonic. And the friend stories on the side.
Zeta. E-101 Beta. Location unknown.
The friend stories are, like, much shorter by comparison. And, like, even Tails and Knuckles, who have longer ones, play, like, way more similar to Sonic. In terms of, like, speed and feel. Like, it's that much closer. Tails especially. Tails is just, like... You could kind of tell, I think, that they didn't really know what they wanted to do with Tails beyond just, like, make him similar, which... From the older Sonic games, like, that made sense enough, right? Because it's like, okay, Tails is a little different, but he can fly. So if he designed levels with, like, areas that are easier to get with his tails, like Sonic 3, and I think Sonic Mania, you saw that really come to life, where it's like, you have different ways to complete levels. That's, like, I think the strongest version of that, like, 3 characters that play similar enough, but still feel a little different. And then there's, like, the co-op thing with, like, teaming up as Tails. What's with this costume? You gotta be sweating like crazy. Yeah, costume. Searching for the ruins. That ship floating in the ocean over there looks a lot like the ship we saw flying around earlier. Yeah. It is nighttime. Is something supposed to happen at nighttime? Let me see. Am I supposed to go? No, I'm not supposed to go back out here. Wait, oh no, I know what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to go to the base? If not, then I'm supposed to go to the egg carrier. I like how he rides in the minecart like that. Look at that, he's riding at a nice tilt, if you will. And this is a nice view of the ruins. I actually like this because it's like you got the old ruins here, but then you got the egg base in the background. It's goofy as hell, but I can basically surpass this. So you can run on top of the jungle here for a little bit, but eventually you get led to the paths on the bottom. But this at least lets us get like a nice hover back over. But it's like, of course, Gamma would have access here because he's already been here. This is where he was born. But it's weird, 'cause you can like enter it there, and then you can also enter the level here. Which I'm not gonna do, I'm just, oh well. I was gonna show off. I'm pretty sure there was a cutscene that I'm missing though. Give me like a tick. I'm definitely not lost. I think I just I zoned out in the cutscene, but that's okay. It's never bad to have more robot time. The only thing that's annoying is like if you're not used to this area in the game, it can be easy to like get lost and like not know where the ladder is, but as long as you don't stray generally away from going forward, you'll eventually come back to the ladder, which I believe is like, oh, I think I'm going the wrong way. I like how I just said that and I literally am like playing myself. Yeah, I think this is leading back around, damn it. I went the wrong way. Don't get lost in the jungle, friends. Yeah, it's up this way, it's up this way. Mode change, I think it's... Yeah, it was literally right up here. Nice, easy. And then he does this like comically slow climb. Like, you're a robot. How are you this bad at climbing? Like, I guess he's got big old like paws and flappy feet too. Which I don't know why Robotnik designed him like that, but it's okay. I think I just wanted to explore that for the sake of making sure I could get there. Let's roll back. I'm pretty sure we just have to go to the egg carrier. So I don't think there's anything else we need to do in Station Square. I think it's just saying this is at nighttime. Yeah, because everyone is literally saying, oh, play in the ocean. I'm just goofing.
The train headed for Station Square.
Like, what does Tikal over here say? What does Orb say?
Go to the egg carrier crash
Literally
site.
go to the crash site.
You might find something.
Guess I know how to play this game.
E-Series data. Beginning search. Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-Series location confirmed. Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
I like how he just like hacks into the ship right when he gets here. And look, the tornado plane is not here anymore. Oh, where did it go, Tails? Wait, now can I go open that gate? No, okay. Well, he just opens the hot shelter and stuff. Jeez, get up, Gamma. I think there's an emblem back here. Because now the plane is in a different mode now that I've landed. Never mind. I could have sworn there was one back there. I guess there's just item boxes when you're on a certain point. I appreciate that they don't let you fall off into the ocean here, though. It's nice that they, like, cut that off from you. See, now we clip through the floor like normal. There we go. Alright, now we're at Hot Shelter. This is Gamma's last stage. A lot quicker, like I said. We blew through this. We definitely goofed as Sonic last time. We messed around a lot, but... Now we have to defeat E105, Zeta. Also, we have not heard this track before. This is another real banger of a hit. This stage is quite long, though, truth be told. And it's fitting since it's his last stage, but... Oops. Oops. I am messing that up. I don't even need to wait for those. Because the other characters that do this stage, I know it's, Amy does this stage, Big does this stage, I think that's it. But this stage is more or less laid out in the same way that the egg base or final egg is laid out for Sonic and some of the other characters. Actually, do other characters do the stage for him? I think Amy does that stage as well. I'm trying to remember correctly, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. But yeah, this stage has the same vibe as that, like, end of the game Eggman stage. But I guess this is supposed to also be like an alternative to Skydeck. You know, this little claw will pick you up here. What's nice is you actually can't jump out of the claw, so there's no way to mess that up unless you fall off the platform when you get up there. I think that's a wise way to do that. Oh, there's the claw. Okay. I was like, why am I... There we go. Look, the timer's a little more brutal here, which is fine. I do not like that while you're just locked waiting there that the timer keeps ticking though. That's not great. Like, we're gonna be fine, don't you worry about that. But... Oop, no, don't want that. Just getting beat the hell up. What's weird is you can just, like, skirt the tracks in the middle like that. Like, there's no punishment for it. And then it, like, catches up with you, too. This level's really weird. I think we're almost to the end, though. Like, I think we destroy the train and then it stops. Because you're supposed to fight the robot at the end of the stage, right? Like, where's... Oh, there we go. Okay, there's the train ending. There we go. Train eliminated. This, like, giant train system. This is all supposed to be inside the egg carrier, by the way. Like... How does all this fit inside there? Like, what kind of... How big is this thing? Scale in this game makes no sense. But yeah, there's all these enemies you can just, like, blow the heck up out of right here. You get, like, a whole bunch of time all of a sudden. But yeah, now we got like a whole extra minute of time there. And yeah, okay. And look at this guy. He is made out of Dreamcasts. Look at that, look at that. Like, strong enough to power Robotnik robots, but... I actually really like this fight, because as simple as it is, it's just shoot all the crap. Like, shoot the guns on his side. This is a great reworking of an enemy. I wish each of them had a fight that was this unique. But look at Goodbye Dreamcast-powered robot. And you can't see the Dreamcast, they're between the little, like, purple rings in the bottom there. I think that's cute. Eggman's egg carrier literally powered by Dreamcast.
E-105 Zeta. Rescue complete.
My thing is, why did he make him like a Power Source looking robot like that if, like, he didn't originally create him to have that purpose? What is my purpose? I don't know. Well, there we got all the Robo Brothers except one. No, what are we doing next? Where are we going? Let's dip out of here. And then where's our final? Where's our brother? What are we doing?
E-105 Zeta rescue complete. Units remaining.
Where's that beta fuck? I like how he took a picture of himself too. He's just like,
Gamma.
oh shit. He's the final one, except there it is. Come duel me at the fated plane.
Beta.
Oh, what's this? Yeah, so Beta Mark II, as I think it's called, is the final boss for Gamma's story, and Beta Mark II is probably one of my favorite tracks in like all of Sonic. Earlier, it was mentioned that sax music in Sonic games gives everyone life. Look at, oh, he has the Misatsu. He said dodge this. Now he's got tech. So yeah, this is Beta Mark II. This track is a real banger. And he doesn't fuck around either. Like, you can't just target and shoot anymore. He's gonna bitch slap your hits. You have to wait till he's weak. But yeah, what a fun ass fight. I haven't even talked about like side Sonic stuff, so I don't know who out there ever like partook in any of the animated adaptations of like Sonic media. So there are a handful of those. There's the good old, and watch this, he's like doing like Dragon Ball hits on you right here. There's the good old Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the goofy one. You know, the like that's no good. Like the, you know, don't do like the goofy cartoon one. There's the one where it's like they're like freedom fighters and like the story is more serious. There's Sonic Underground, which is just weird. And then there's Sonic X. Well, there's also the Sonic OVA where he fights Metal Sonic, and that's sick as shit. Maybe we'll watch that together someday, because I don't know if we're allowed to, but I know that there's like, that movie has like almost never been oh geez, I got beamed, damn. Yeah, we actually lost. But I think that we were on the last hit there. He goes wild for that fight. It's okay, we get to hear more good music again. Sonic Boom. Oh yeah, no. There's the Sonic Boom cartoon, which I have heard is actually not terrible. But it doesn't really matter because it's like, well, yeah, you made a good enough companion show for a terrible game. Like, I guess that's cool. But what I was getting at was, because it aired when I think I was in middle school at least, to the Sonic X. No, I mean that's good. A cartoon can still be well written. I mean, Sonic at this point is a property that if like Sonic Mania proves anything, it's as good as the people in control of it, right? Whatever you're doing for it. Like, I'd really love to interview the team who made Sonic Boom and be like, what the fuck happened? Like, what kind of restraints were those folks under? Like, you know, that's like I don't know. But you know, like Sonic, again, like, it's as good as the people handling him at this point, I think. I think Mania is very much proof of that, you know. But what I was gonna say was Sonic X. I will admit I was a decent enough like partaker and fan of that. Goodbye, friend. But yeah, I was a decent enough partaker of Sonic X. Look at him explode in the background. Got him. And I didn't watch all of Sonic X, but the fun part about Sonic X was there were arcs in the show after like the first season where they acknowledged the adventure games. Like there was an adventure arc, and like they did the robot fight here between them, and it was kind of awkward and weird. And what really like busted my balls too was like Sonic X is whatever. It's all right. Them acknowledging like the games as like arcs in the show is cool. You know, because it's like, okay, adapt these like goofy stories into show arcs, but then the way they did it was just kind of weird. What sucks though is like y'all have to look it up. Maybe I'll post a link too. I have like homework links to post you guys, but in the Japanese dub of Sonic X, in the final fight of the Adventure 2 scene, where yeah, I know it really is 4 kids, but that's like weird 4 kids time too. Not even like Pokemon where that like 4 kids is like passable. Oh look at a bird flew out. Look at the bird. I've completed my mission. Time to walk off into the sunset. But oh, but it's a white birdie this time. Oh, I don't know. What's that mean? Sonic X in Japan, when they do the final fight for the Adventure 2 scene, it's this hype-ass cutscene where they actually start to play Live and Learn, like the theme song like from the game. Oh, what's this? Hidden Memories? What was that? Mamoru. The last one was Gamma. What's this? Farewell, cruel world. So was the bird the winner the whole time? But yeah, oh shit, that piano track. R.I.P. Soldier. But yeah, you get this, like, I'll come back to Sonic X in a second when we're in the credits, but, like, look at this extremely somber moment. Like, you literally just had a fun robot adventure, and now you died, and that's it. It's, like, amazingly, like, chill-ass, sad music. But it was you! You were a flicky bird the whole time. So yeah, that's the Gamma story. So hold on, we'll get back to Sonic X and why it's dumb in a second, but yeah, so that's the Gamma story. It's obviously not much, but it's a cute take on, hey, not just like play as the villain, but play as one of Eggman's robos, right? Like, so it's a very like Astro Boy side story moment thing. Like, what if this robot remembered its former... That actually is an Astro Boy story, for those who aren't familiar with Astro Boy. It's the, everyone should read Astro Boy. Astro Boy is fucking fantastic. But it is... I'm crossing my fingers to remember to talk about Sonic X. Yeah, no, it's pretty fast, and, like, again, I know this game, but Big the Cat or Ride. Now we gotta do Tails next. Tails next, but then maybe Big the Cat before the end of the night. We'll get there, we'll get there. Tails, then Big. But, yeah... So this is fun, and it's, like... It's goofy, it's cliche, it's the whole, like, you know, like, what if a robot had feelings, you know, kind of thing, but it's the, yeah, okay, yeah, Tails is next, we're gonna troll ourselves, but, no, it's cute, though, it's a cute enough take, because, again, not even just, like, reusing the animals for, like, Chow Guard and stuff, it's like, okay, so, like, what does an animal feel when you, like, do that, and then, like, the Flickies have always been weird, like, side characters, too, because there's the actual game called Flicky, which is just like an old arcade game that Sonic Team designed like years ago. which is, I think you unlock that in Sonic Mega Collection. And then there are Sonic 3D Blast is called Sonic 3D Flicky's Island in Japan, I think. And then like the whole point of that game is you find the birdies and you drop them. So they're like slightly more significant animals, but it's cute enough. So it's like, yeah, Amy's little birdie is trying to find its friends, and then you find that later out as Amy. But yeah, the two significant ones were inside both Gamma and Beta the whole time. So the two brothers hash it out, and then they sacrifice their existences to be free again. There you go. It's not much, but it's cute. You can see what they were doing, and there you go. But Sonic X though. So yeah, Sonic X is it's okay. It's just kind of bittersweet when you like, especially because like people give a lot of shit to 4Kids, and it's like, yeah, lots of 4Kids dubs. I mean, I think like One Piece is the most notorious one of like just being like butchered in terms of what it offered. But what I think it did do though was at least like expose a lot of people to certain things that they might not have seen otherwise in a good way. It's like, well, maybe this isn't great, but at least I'm being shown this thing. So give it the credit that they give them some credit, I think. But I won't give them credit for this because in Japan, so just look up Sonic X Live and Learn Japanese, like search that on YouTube, or you know, fuck it. Let me see something. Sonic X Live and Learn Japanese. Let me see. Okay, so I think this is it. Just so everyone can kind of chill while we're waiting for the credits here. I'm trying not to let this cut in too hard, but we'll do a let's watch later, I guess. But yeah, this should be it. So for those out here chilling and want some like goofy fun content, like look at this final fight, and then there should be like a really hype moment where like Live and Learn cuts into the background of that. Yeah, I like Gamma's theme too. I like Gamma's and Beta Mark II theme, like this like kind of like weird cyber future but like robot jazzy theme. Good shit. Oh, you guys can't hear desktop audio, so that should be good. Wait, let me see if that's actually the right video. I like his Finn screen as well too. Like he should be getting. Yeah, you get all the flickies. I think you get the final one with Amy because Amy has the blue one, but it's cute. It's cute enough. But yeah, everyone look at that like anime-ass amazing sync up of Sonic X and the crazy shit that happens. Like, it's so good. It's so good. I hope y'all watch that, because that's such a fun, like, it's a much better usage, and they, like, it's just kind of sad, because 4Kids took, like, maybe that was a licensing thing, but, I mean, the songs were licensed in America at the time, I assume. Anyway, so, that didn't take that long, yeah, so, alright. Tails, I think, takes longer. Oh, we'll Tails next, okay. It's time for a troll adventure. For a troll adventure, but 3D Top Down. No, that was Sonic 3D Blast. That's a weird game. We'll talk about 3D Blast in a second. I actually like to show that game off because I have a weird enjoyment of that game. It is not great.
Everything's working great.
So yeah, we cut in back to
systems go full speed ahead.
We cut in back to Tails in the beginning, remember? So at a different point in time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What's this?
Tails not knowing how to fly a goddamn plane.
Oh!
So this is from his perspective, what we saw. Sonic was looking at Tails at the beach, and look at how planes
Control, mayday,
clearly
mayday!
work when they crash. Like, look at this.
Down.
Just kidding, we're gonna clip out. This is not how planes work at all.
Below!
So this is like actually right where we started Sonic, more or less. And look, Sonic's already got all his power-ups from when we played as him before. He's strong as hell. Hey kid, need a hand? If you guys can get that delivered to your place to be meta for a second, Worst Cooch is quite good. I've had it on
you're
many
lucky
occasions.
I saw you come down.
They have a good selection of doggos.
So what went wrong anyway? It's not like you to crash like that.
Yeah, it's just that I'm testing a new prototype power supply, and it's not fully compatible yet.
You can always borrow my plane, the Tornado, if you want.
Thanks,
Dirt Dog's
Sonic.
pretty good. Dirt
But
Dog's
if I can make this work, it'll run circles around yours. Check out this power supply.
love their horchata ice cream.
It's a Chaos Emerald. No way!
I was lucky to find one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. They have unlimited mystic powers. Now I want to harness that power to fly my plane. Let's go to my workshop in the Mystic Ruins, and I'll show you what I've been working on. We'll go to the station, hop on a train, and get there in no time.
Okay, now we play as old Tails boy here. So this is Tails. He moves really fast and plays way more comparable to Sonic, but they definitely went for like the player 2 feel. Like, look, he jumps in the same kind of ball as Sonic. The only big difference is obviously the way he flies. So he has like a hover similar to like how we would in Sonic 2 or Sonic 3, and he just kind of putters out. Overall, not bad. You're the guy from the plane crash. Are you really okay? That's it. Sunny day, clear skies. This is what summer vacays all about. They're like, hey, you crashed the plane, loser. So let's dip out of here first. Most of Tails' stages are kind of like doing the player 2 trailing of Sonic, but that almost plays into like, I would say the theming of his story, I guess let's say. As goofy as that is to think. You can get one of his power-ups here though, because he's one of the few characters that can just fly up. I think he's the only one that can fly up here, if I'm remembering that right.
Look,
these
it's your jet anklet.
Cool little
Its jet power makes you
jet
fly
shoes
faster.
for his feet. I think it literally just makes him fly, and then there's... He has a little tail attack too, so it's like... You can tell they had ideas for Tails here, but they're really simple. I don't hate that they regulated him to like the robot in Adventure 2, because you still get to walk around as Tails in like the Chow Garden and stuff, and he's a little more clunkier there because you can tell they did not use him the same way as they intended to here. But can I go back to the casino? No, I can't yet. Okay. But Tails is still okay. I think his stages are at least fun. I mean, because they kind of lucked out in that they didn't have to reuse a lot of like material. They more or less are like, he has 1 or 2 unique areas. Oh, he has a unique area that Sonic doesn't go to, I think, unless you're doing it in like a side mission. It's weird to watch. The first thing you do is Tails. I just remembered this too. So we're gonna jump over here to his workshop, right?
Well, well, well. If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
It's Eggman!
See, in this cutscene before, he only acknowledged Sonic, but now he acknowledges both Sonic and Tails. So it's like, is that a perspective shift?
Yeah, right, Dr. Eggman.
Enough! I've been working on a
Like, is this how Tails views the world and this is how we have to hear it? Or did they just reshoot the scenes because
That usually
they
means
didn't want to
trouble
reuse the
coming
voice
from
lines
you.
that many times? I do not know.
Try to interfere this time. Give me that Chaos Emerald, or else,
Or else what, huh?
or else I'll take it from you the hard way.
So yeah, you do this fight again, but you do it as Tails. I think this is the only, yeah, Tails is the only character that gets to fight the Egg Hornet, I think. So not a unique boss, but a unique boss to both him and Sonic. A little easier to beat it as him than with Sonic, because you have the option to kind of just like hover around, especially because you can just kind of, you can literally just fly above everything else. But see, look, when Tails runs, his tails do the little like hovery thing like they're supposed to do.
Full power. Ah!
But yeah, same old thing, you just bounce him instead of having a hover attack, you do that. When you're moving, you have like a pseudo spin dash here too, which is kind of cool. You just kind of keep flipping into that. Like you can tell you're going fast if that's
All
happening.
systems, full power. Ah! He's not gonna get away with this.
And by now we know that Robotnik's voice lines are definitely recycled.
All systems, full power. Ah!
Yeah, that's actually, you're actually more on the nose there than you might believe. Tails, we'll get to that section of the story. Tails maybe doesn't have delusions of grandeur, but there's definitely like, we get to a point later where it very clearly is like, you can, Tails has that air of like, I'm in Sonic's shadow. I have to be my own fox. I have to go get trolled on my own. Sorry, 1 second. Phone is buzzing off like crazy.
That was just too easy.
Gotcha.
And there again is that like weirdly angled claw, because what else? But yeah, remember Chaos was in this story?
Chaos could use a little snack.
Who's Chaos?
That's the monster I saw the other day.
Right, kind of like that a little bit.
Monster?
Maybe not to the level of like power creep that Dragon Ball characters have, or like that kind of issue where, yeah, no shit, Dragon Ball characters
Yes, it's really happening. Just as the stone tablet said it would.
have like feelings of uselessness when like you have that much of a power creep among other characters.
Every
Still.
time I give him a Chaos Emerald. All he needs is 7 emeralds to become invincible. Then he will turn Station Square into rubble.
Yeah, but
Upon which I will build the ultimate city.
he's still getting hype about Robotnik Land.
You ready, Chaos? Let's go find the next one. Come on.
Thank goodness they're gone. Good written.
Yeah, they dipped out of
We
there.
can't let that monster get any bigger. It could get ugly.
You're right. Chaos must be stopped. And he can be if we keep him away from more emeralds, right? So what do you say, Sonic? Let's find the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does.
Yeah, I'm glad that we actually didn't do Sonic's story or Tails' story right away, because this, as you're about to see for a little bit, this story is like on par, or like for a while, like shot by shot, more or less Sonic's story. Like you repeat the same things because it's like Tails is traveling with him most of the time. So it really is a mimic, where it's like I totally get in that essence, like why, or in that case, like why they really opted to go for making Tails like so different in Adventure 2, because like our first stage is Windy Valley, but it's basically just doing Windy Valley with Sonic. So like most of the goal in these stages is watch. You're about to like race Sonic right now.
You should. Hooray!
It's usually always just Sonic like yelling that you're like not as fast as him.
You made it. All right, Tails.
I don't know. Cause like Tails in this game is so quiet. It's the same but okay. So these stages are different though in that they have those little like boost rings, and you can see like who's going faster at the bottom. That's literally it. You're ideally supposed to jump in the boost rings, and like that's what helps you like speed through the stage faster than Sonic. Because normally it's like Sonic can't hit those because he can't fly, and that's the big difference. So it's like use the rings effectively and get through the rest of the stage. Like that's literally it. Like look how fast we're going already ahead of Sonic. But yeah, Tails has had a voice actor shift every few games. I've never known how to feel about that. Where it's like obviously there's like a comfort food feeling to like hearing the adventure game Tails, but I think the more modern Tails I'm okay with. I need to hear different Tails next to each other though. I know the one that they use in like Colors and Generations is okay, where he's like a little nerdier, or at least that's his like presentation, because he always has that like iPad that he's using. Because you haven't played as Tails in a game in a long time, sans Mania of course, but in that 3D game they kind of started, they really chopped off letting you play as like other characters, but I think they felt that like they pushed that too far, obviously, with, like these games, and then like so many of the weird things you did in like Sonic 06 or like Shadow or even like the Werehog and Unleashed. Like they really cut back on extra characters, I think is what I was getting at there. But yeah, Tails VA in this game is just like, it's weird. This game definitely feels like the lines were recorded not all at the same time. Like the VAs like had their job and they had their script lines, like, okay, you have these lines, or you have these like 6 scripts for like each
for Station Square,
whatever lines are like in each story, like record each story the way you're supposed to and then move on. Like you're not all here at the same time. Like this was not all done in the same room at the same time. Capriotis, ooh, that sounds good. Alright, just turn into the food stream tonight. Everyone post your foods now. But I hope everyone's been eating well as you can be through things. That is definitely a way that I try and like keep up or like do something nice for myself once a week. Is I will get something nice to eat. So this week I got curry at a spot that I really enjoy.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
So now you don't need the light shoes. You go to the casino as Tails. You go in here. I'm definitely not talking to as many people as Tails. I should be doing that. But yeah, so now we do Casinopolis as Tails, and it's the... this is where it gets goofy, because it's the exact same shit as Sonic. But, oh wait, no. This is a lot easier. You don't have to collect the coins here. You actually just get dumped right into the sewers.
All right, Tails.
You just go. Which is kind of nice. So you don't have to do the whole ring hunt. I forgot. Yeah, only Sonic does the ring hunt. I thought Tails did it too. Never mind. Good. That's actually
See you later, Tails.
much more entertaining. I feel.
Hey,
I do like how they repurpose that here. And he's just like owning us. This is a much faster level. You really have to burst through here and find like the right hole.
All right, Tails. You made it.
I think this one is a lot more. Okay. Yeah, I'm ahead of him now. I like how you can hear Sonic just boosting and trying to catch up. But I think... Oh god. No. Okay, good, we did it. Oof. Yeah, see, like, these Tails stages are... I like how simple they are, and, like, you can, like...
That wasn't too bad.
You can zip through them fast, they aren't really offensive. It's, like, another take on playing as Sonic, but they're so simple. And most... I think even the last stage is, like, you're chasing a character. Which we'll get to who that character is when we get there, because it's the plot development is Tails, but for, like, majority stages, you are chasing down Sonic, which is that the commentary for Tails.
What's that? The Chaos Emerald!
Get away from there!
Ah!
Oh man,
Night, night!
gassed again. Tails actually got trolled right here. It's high as fuck. But yeah, same old shtick as Sonic here. So it's probably good we didn't do these right back to back, because that would have been way too like, oh, we did this like literally last stream, which now we're doing it again, but we had some robot fun in between.
Sonic, what happened to the Chaos Emerald?
Eggman got one of them, but the other one's safe. He must be getting desperate.
Now the emerald count is 2-1 and Eggman's winning. Let's
no.
get a move on.
But yeah, these lines, the way they are always like clipped in, they definitely feel like they were not recorded at the same
train
time.
headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
I'll tell you what. Wait, nope, I messed up, damn it. They literally showed me dropping the ice key there and I didn't get the ice key. Ugh. That was my bad. But yeah, that's at least a much more fun section of the casino level. We're about to do Ice Cap, which I think gives us the same kind of like level cut, where it just takes us right to Snowboard, I want to say. But yeah, hope everyone has been eating good lately. I try my best to, anyway. Don't know what I'll get for dinner next week. Maybe wings. Wings are always a nice smacking snack. I don't know though. I've been trying to like venture out a little bit and get like new stuff too when I can. That's not too far from me, but I can't say no to old favorites most of the time.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Is there anyone to talk to in here? I said I haven't been talking to people as much. What's this guy gotta say? Can I talk to people while I'm holding this? Yes, okay. As soon as the job's done, I want to go snowboarding. Fly through the snow at killer speed. It's a really great feeling. It is. I've been snowboarding a few times in my life so far. Snowboarding is fun. I fall down a lot and it hurts like hell, but it's a fun time. Oh, a customer, excuse me. My mind was someplace else. This guy does not like his job. Oh, wait, because these guys go on strike later, though. Huh. Maybe they're trying to get better working conditions or something. I don't know. It's all tied together, that Sonic Adventure plot. You can use it in the Mystic Ruins, that's why we're here. Here we go. Now time for Iscat. Tails climbs so fast. Like, look at that. Gamma didn't climb that fast. So yeah, I think this one they just they rush the stages for Tails. Not in a bad way. They're just, it's weird. It's a weird decision.
Come on, Tails.
Because see, now you're racing Sonic, and Tails has his own little snowboard there. Well, I mean, because it would make sense to make the snowboard section the race section, right? Because this level is a bit more like you're climbing on the ice pillars and you're confined to those like small closed areas when you play as Sonic. But it would make sense for there to be a snowboard race, right? So I think that's why they went with that for this as Tails. I think he's ahead, which is not good. Let me see if I can hit some of these jumps right this time. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. I should be... Sorry. There we go. Yeah, Tails got all the tricks. Usually I can, like, just get ahead of Sonic in here and do this correctly, so let's see. There we go. Like, he's right there. Can I get him?
You made it.
I don't know if you actually can ever get hit by those like jets in the air.
Right,
I don't know if I ever have. I just know they like always fly by.
All right, Tails.
I'm actually worried I might not get ahead of Sonic here. I think we do. Like, he slows down at some point. But he's always just yelling at you for, like, how bad you are.
Woo!
If I can hit this jump right, we should be good. Oh man, I think I goofed that up, but I think we're okay now. Like, because he cuts through that area, and that's like how you beat him. And yeah, I got the emerald. There you go. Yeah, it's got a Hydro Thunder vibe for sure, which I could pull that out. That is a Dreamcast game. Definitely from that same era. See, now we venture back. But yeah, Hydro Thunder is good shit. I miss that era of like Midway tier, Midway the company by the way, but like Midway crazy like arcade shit. I mean, you had everything from like Mortal Kombat to NBA Jam to like Hydro Thunder and all their crazy racing games. So old Midway, good shit. I would say new Midway, but there's not really a new Midway. I think all those game licenses just went everywhere. Oh, it's time for Knuckles stuff again.
What's up?
He like keeps
What are you doing, Knuckles?
charging his crazy
Don't mess with me
fist.
now. Just hand over the emeralds you have. Quick!
This fight is so weird because like Tails and Knuckles
way,
aren't the
Knuckles.
rivals. It's Sonic and him who are the rivals, but I guess by proxy, Tails is with Sonic.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no! Give it your best
Whenever someone says "oh no" to me, I can't not hear it like this because Knuckles is just, he says it in such a deadpan way of like, "oh no, I have been hit." They did that anime collision.
Emeralds!
And see, Knuckles is just an idiot, and he thinks that the green Chaos Emerald is one of the Master Emerald pieces that he's hunting. But no, he's just dumb.
Eggman's back! He's got the emerald!
So the implication here is like
You two are bumbling idiots. You know that.
both Sonic and Tails fight him.
Hey, those are the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, no shit.
You are so easily tricked. All I did was wait for you to bring it to me.
What the heck is he talking about anyway?
He has no idea.
Don't you realize when you've been tricked?
Tricked? No one makes a fool out of me.
Way to go, knucklehead.
That joke is the same though. Calls him a knucklehead both times.
Count them. 4 emeralds. I summon chaos. Come forth.
Yeah, also sorry if the stream is being a little weird. I think I'm getting a hiccup or two. It should be fine though. I've noticed those every once in a while, but it usually restabilizes. It's most likely just like network traffic or something. Things have been generally really stable though with my new setup there, which I'm very thankful for that.
Oh no! It's changing again! We gotta stop this fast!
So now Tails also has to fight Chaos Mark IV. Which I think, yeah, I know. Sorry, I gotta turn off all my Sonic downloadable content. The Dreamcast is using too much internet. But this fight, pretty much the same. You just jump on the lily pads and wait for old boy here to surface. And you can kind of just land on his head like that, because I think it counts that as like a damage property. Like that's like Tails' big feet are a hitbox. So there you go. Don't look up Tails and Big Feet unless you want to have the improper artist tags on whatever Sonic fan art site you go to, because there you go. Can I just, there you go. Yeah, you can just land right on his head there. Not such a big brain if his big brain is his weak point. You can kind of get a good view on this like battlefield here, which is we're kind of just like out in the middle of nowhere, which is fine. It's just such a strange area. No, things have been way more stable on stream in general, though, with like the way our internet improvements, but also like our new setup that I have, the Ethernet adapters that I had going better. So that's good. That is what has made me more willing to go back and maybe revisit some games that I hadn't finished before. Because we're still rolling through Sonic Adventure, but I always try and have something in the can next, as I have been planning. But I think the next game I have will be a mild surprise, but it is a choice of my own, and it is actually something. Oh shit! There we go. It is a game I have actually not gone back to in a long time, so we'll get there when we get there. But after that game, I actually am planning on, because we are playing as a Fox character now, I guess I'll spill it. I want to go back to my goal of trying to get through all the Star Fox games on stream. So with things being more stable, because I had some stability issues the last time we tried it, we are going to be jumping back into Star Fox Adventures at some point in the future, giving that the old college try again. Because I was having fun with that when we were going through it before. I had a good time, and it's that made me sad I had to cut that at the time because I was having some issues, and then other things got busy. But I have that on the list. Yeah, I know. The hype for Star Fox Adventures to return is real. So there you go. Yes, so that is on the future.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the egg carrier.
But we still got some Sonic to get there. We'll be good.
To the power of chaos. Adieu, until we meet again, my friends.
You know he's evil because he says adieu. Now, everyone loves Star Fox Adventures. What are you talking about? I want to get back into it. No, because, I started playing and it's that game's a little goofy, but I was into it. And
Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado.
I know when I cut off my Kingdom Hearts playthroughs, I had at least finished Sora's story in Chain of Memories. So, I can pick up Riku's whenever I want.
Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
I just haven't streamed from the PS4 in a while because, I actually,
let's get going.
I've teased at it before, but I want to try and invest in an HDMI capture card just so I can, better stream that stuff. I kind of I don't like the PS4's, client. It's simple for what it was, but I think...
Sonic, wait here for a second.
I think y'all deserve a better setup, so that's fine. So we'll get there when we get there, soon enough. We have plenty to stream otherwise, but Kingdom Hearts will return overall. I think I'm also just kind of mentally taking a break from Kingdom Hearts, because when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, that was last year already too. Yikes, I don't like that. But when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I blew through that game. I got all the trophies. I did everything I could. And there you go. I didn't even get the recent DLC that was put out for it, because half of it was all boss modes and stuff, which are apparently really good. But I just see you even do the same Axis Sonic in here, so you go back and do Sky Chase. We're gonna do that again. But yeah, I even I just watched cutscene recaps of all the DLC stuff, which I thought was cool. I think the additional stuff is cool, but I think I gassed myself out on Kingdom Hearts because I had replayed the older game so many times, and I had been building up. I got pretty much almost all the trophies for the HD pack stuff in preparation. I was oh, let's get on the train. I had a good time, and it's not bad, but I know that I need to take a little break from it. So we'll get back to it at some point. It does feel different without that anticipation of the third major game anyways coming out, because it's oh, it's out now. So playing all the games to build up to that doesn't have that same feel. But I think it'd still be fun to finish and get back into the goofy shit. I'm putting it on my own back burner so I don't gas myself out of it. I think it's wise to do that sometimes. Take breaks when you need it. Watch. Take care of yourself. Sonic says. Yeah, we will. Long story short, Star Fox will return. Star Fox will return in Star Fox Homecoming. But we'll get back into Adventures. I was having fun when I popped it back in. I remember that I enjoyed it, for the goofy Zelda clone that it was. So that is on the list for sure. I don't think there's anything else I started but didn't continue. I think there was a night where I was trying to play Devil May Cry 4. I think I did once, and then that was just to show the game off. But then the PS4 got weird, so I did something else. But those were like one-offs. I wasn't planning on finishing that. DMC4 is a fun game too. It's just, the big problem with that game is like half the game is backtracking, because you do all the Nero stages, and then you actually get to play as Dante, and then you do all the Dante stages. And like the game is amazing in how it plays, but it's not as, I think, variety filled in terms of the levels and things you do as like DMC5 ended up being. But I think there were a few years in between both of those games in which the time was significant enough, but it is all good, as they say. But yeah, I know we have a few plans of what to do next, but then from there, I think
we did it!
Way to go,
the future is what we make it. I am gearing up at some point in which I would like to very much stream an RPG. I may take some input on that, though I have ideas, and I'll see what people would enjoy following up with. But we'll see what happens. Oh, we're gonna crash! I was gonna say, can we get a 69% again? No, we're not that lucky. We got that in level 2, by the way, not the first one last time, so I don't know. So this is what I talked about, where like Tails starts to have some growth and self-realization. Or what is it? Realization? Self-actualization? I forget what the proper term for it is, but... This is like how Tails found Sonic, is this cutscene. He's like, whoa, look at that fast guy. Which, like, I think they're supposed to be trying to imply that this is them running around like Green Hill Zone, but you know this is the jungle. And he's following him, and Sonic 2, yeah. He's running with his mouth open. What a goofball. But so this is where Tails landed when they got separated, and now it's up to you.
Wow, that dream brought back memories. I owe so much to Sonic. Sonic! Wonder where he went. Sure hope he's all right. The tornado's not powerful enough. If I'm gonna get that egg carrier, I need to finish my prototype.
You have to help him make his super mecha plane.
It needs a Chaos Emerald to work. Looks like I better find one fast.
Get the dragon radar, find those balls. I mean... So yeah, we actually have to... That cutscene being in the jungle sort of gave us a hint, if anything, of where we're supposed to go next.
Wow! There's a Chaos Emerald!
Just conveniently found one in the jungle, no problem. People are just leaving these everywhere. Like,
Hey!
You used to have to work for these.
Stop!
But then, of course, there's the emerald that Froggy had. And now we get to go to this area, which was here before. Hit this evil echidna statue. In which it, like, vacuum toilets this sand, because that's how sand works. Just clips away. But yeah, so this is actually a unique area to Tails' story called Sand Hill. It is essentially just more snowboarding, but now we're sandboarding. Which I don't know if that actually works in the same way. It has like unique music, unique everything. It doesn't really matter if you go through these little score gates here. I think it just gives you like a slightly better score at the end. I think it only matters when you're doing a level for like the time attack version of the stage. But this is a fun little area. It's nice they actually made this like unique area too. It's like not everything. You're not reusing just everything from the Sonic story mode. which is also nice because like desert levels in Sonic games have usually been hit or miss. The ones in Adventure 2 I think are actually pretty fun. Sandopolis zone, I think that's what it's called in Sonic 3, not so fun. You're going in the pyramid and stuff, that's a tough level. Or Sonic and Knuckles, excuse me, specifically.
Yeah!
But yeah, real simple section is Tails there. It's fun. You can go back to Sonic as that in like the sub-trial area, like in the menus. It's just for more emblems though. It doesn't give you much, but... Time for Tails to Samurai Jacket. He gets his time travel moment too.
I thought I was in the desert.
Nothing gets by Tails.
I wonder where I am.
His power-up, I think, is... Which I think is missable if you don't grab it. Yeah, it's over here. Because you don't need this to beat the game with him, but it gives him his little...
You found the rhythm badge. To do
Rhythm badge.
continuous tail attacks, hold the action button down.
It's tail time. But now you can just annoyingly do this. As it like clips through the sound in my headphones, I can hear it. There's... I think in the echidnas all say like similar dumb bullshit. Life is always changing, never permanent, but our prosperity will never end. The foolish echidnas and their society. Miracles come from within. Where's I think if I go here we go. Tikal.
The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Hello there, friend. How are you?
What were you saying before?
Huh. It's something my grandmother taught me. I'm never to forget it. It goes like this.
It says, may our hearts be our guiding key. It's just a phrase people used to say.
Power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. But I'm still not sure what it all means.
It means you're stuck in a Sonic Adventure
But
game.
the number 7 is the same as the number of emeralds there are.
Wow.
Emeralds? Forgive me, but I don't think we've ever met before. I'm Tikal.
So this is the first time she like actually becomes self-aware that there's someone next to her, sort of. Because a lot of the times it feels like Tikal in these cutscenes is like you're just watching it happen, but she's not aware you're there. But like she was very aware that Tails was there that time. So what does that mean? I don't know what it means. But yeah, we stole a frog, and then this is hype-ass surf track coming in. Oh, here he comes. Big boy. He got evil cat eyes, too. He's ready. Look at Big go. I like how the bouncing sound that Froggy used when jumping on Big was the same sound effect that you use when you jump on a mushroom in Mushroom Hill Zone in Sonic Knuckles.
Where was I?
That's the pull from there, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh yeah, the Chaos Emerald. Perfect.
I like how Froggy technically ate 2 Chaos Emeralds. Like, the other emerald he had hasn't been absorbed out of him yet. Robotnik needed to, like... Tails should have just, like, dug deeper in Froggy's, like, gullet. Pulled it out. Look at Tails' workshop at night, though. That's a nice view, right? Look at this skybox. Look at this. Yeah. Time to power up my plane.
The time has come at last. This new plane should work a lot better.
Time for the ancient ritual. That's the way he said that.
Here it goes.
Yeah, you see Tails
Emeralds,
like...
do your stuff.
Tails working on his own now.
Ready, Sonic? Here I come.
And then we just cut straight to, I like that they show the underside of the island here in his workshop. You get his little Star Fox tunnel. versus like the launch pad before.
Tornado 2, clear for takeoff. Away we go.
That's cute, I guess. And they keep that plane design more or less for Sonic Adventure 2 and other games. His tornado designs here. Up to at least like even Heroes, I think he's flying the same plane. But it's the one with like the X design, like the transformation we see soon. So this is again like cutting back into Sonic.
Dead ahead, the egg carrier.
And then there's Sonic over there.
There's Sonic.
Perfect timing. Like, how did he know where to find it? But I guess it's because of the egg carrier.
All right, Tails. Way to go. This plane's cool.
Oh, I know what it was. Because Sonic originally said you can take my plane, the Tornado. So the red plane was Sonic's. But this blue one is the upgrade to the gray one that Tails is making. Because this is his prototype. It all adds together. The lore is lining up for us right in front of our faces. Yeah, and then there's same old thing. These Sky Chase stages do not change in between Tails and Sonic. They're like literally the same thing. These you do back to back so quick because it's like when you do them as Sonic, you do Sky Chase and then but you have like you do the Twinkle Park stage and then you do Speed Highway with when you're doing all those interactions with Amy and then you do Red Mountain. And then you come back to Sky Chase 2. So yeah, again, there's a lot more to do with Sonic, which I think we're actually almost... We're starting to climax as Tails too, because you do this, and then you do... I think we do Skydeck as Tails, which is again like a truncated version of that stage. And then Tails leaves when he like drops Amy off. And then you see some bullshit. And that's about it, I want to say. We'll see.
So far, so good.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet. Watch this. Transforming now.
Whoa!
Yeah, I think... See, now I need to jump... Now at some point we'll probably just have Adventure 2, like, on the list. I'm not gonna do it right away. Adventure 2 is a special game. We gotta save that one for... Can't just shotgun it right away and spend all the good Sonic material. We gotta hold off on Adventure 2 for a little bit. When I do that though, I will most likely be showing the Dreamcast version once again to show the tiny differences. And by then, I would like to at least have a way to really like show off the Dreamcast as best as possible. But we're still doing good. This has gone well so far. I like this. Now that I got this all set up right, but I want to say he's flying this like X Tornado at the beginning. I could be wrong though. I forget if he's flying this or just like the biplane version. I do appreciate that they keep in a plane though. Like that's always they like kept the plane going from what was like Sonic 2 into Sonic 3, and then his version of the plane that he uses in the really cool like Sonic OVA, which like I love that movie. If I haven't said that enough already, but that version where he has like his workshop on the beach and stuff, like that's always good stuff. It's never clear to me if I'm actually hitting that center spot. I just target and pray for life and hope that I do it. But I usually always beat this stage, so there you go. we get 69 again? Damn, we did too good. Obsessed. Oh, maybe we can end the game with 69 emblems. Because I'm not doing all the emblems here. There's 120, but I said it before, I think last time. I was like, getting all the emblems in this game is more or less just like doing a check on you. It's not bad, but you get so little for it in here. But I think Adventure 2 is the only game where it's like the replay value is tweaked like just right. Like it works so good in that game.
Oops. We got a problem here.
What now?
I forgot to put in the landing gear.
Whoa!
Yeah, what a great mechanic. Happy landing.
Wow, this thing is really huge.
No time to gawk, Sonic. We gotta find Amy.
You're right, pal. Let's get busy.
Don't get any ideas, Sonic. You have no idea what this vessel can do. How about I give you a little sample?
He made the wings go out. What a great sample.
Whoa! Hey, it transformed! Did you see that?
It's like, again, Tails says that, but his plane just did like a wild-ass like mech transformation.
I hate it when he doesn't listen to me.
I guess you weren't expecting that, were you? There's only one way to get to me, Sonic, and that's through the sky deck. I doubt if you can make it. Ha ha! I dare you!
Just
Like,
watch me.
Robotnik is on the mic projecting that so loud that like flying over, everyone is like, this conversation sucks. I think Tails is the same
This
awkward
must be the
pause
sky
here.
deck, huh?
Like, why do they have to awkward pause there? That's a weird one. Anyway. Yeah, we're ramping up to the close with Tails here, though. He's Skydeck, and then he has one more level after this, that's it. But yeah, again, much quicker with these other characters. I like that. Like, again, like, when you add it all up, you're spending a little more time with the, like, all the other characters, like, if you combine all the time. But, like, no one character gives you as much time as, like, Sonic on his own, and I think that's good. Sonic keeps it going. Did I get this? Nice, cool. I totally cheesed this stage, and that's okay. And again, this is... Oh, wow, okay. I heard the little jingle for it. Or Toot Toot Sonic Warrior going. That definitely is there. It's baked into the special stage music. That's cool. Wait, okay, hold on. Give me this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's hear it again. Yeah, that's there. There it is. Wow, I never heard that before. There you go. Learn something new every day. For those who do not know, Toot Toot Sonic Warrior is the Japanese intro to Sonic CD, which that is a fantastic game that we will also...
Yeah!
Panic Puppet is Sonic Mania menu? I think so, yeah. I mean, that's the one that was, that's the Twinkle Park race music. But, yeah, for those who don't know, Sonic CD is this, like, wild-ass game where, usually in a game that comes from, you know, a different region, games may have multiple dubs and languages, right? Like, that's normal. Like, I can switch to Japanese version. Which...
Is that it?
Why would we want... I mean,
we should check out
the Japanese voices in this are fun, but why would we want that, though? We gotta hear the snappy English cast. But, very rarely does a game have multiple soundtracks for different regions. I never knew why that was a thing. I think that Sega was just flexing hard in the early 90s, because why wouldn't they? But Sonic CD is like a game that is blessed with two different soundtracks, and they are both fantastic. And thankfully, there is a like top tier version of Sonic CD available on like most digital platforms now. It's like Steam, at least like PS3, 360. I mean, I guess that's older, but like if you go on Steam now and get Sonic CD, the version that's on there is like the best version of Sonic CD that you can get, because it lets you like switch audio on the fly, and that's fantastic. Because like both of those soundtracks are great. But yeah, Toot Toot Sonic Warrior is the Japanese intro versus Sonic Boom was the intro we had here. Both are great, but the little jingle and the invincibility theme here has that going on. Does Tails have to fight Gamma? I forget. So we're back here again already.
Get rid of these pests. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, Master Robotnik.
I'll leave it up to you, Gamma.
He just dips out. Okay, we do have to fight Gamma, so I forgot about that. Again, like, the most like anticlimactic fights ever. These like little character fights, but they're cute. I get what they're going for. And it's like you can't make a huge boss like fight out of these like just these mid boss fights. Let's call it that.
Tails?
Now it's Tails harassing the robot.
Move aside, Amy. Get out of the way.
No. This robot is my friend.
Look at Tails getting cocky, standing up to
Don't
Amy.
hurt him.
Oh no.
Okay, if you say so, you have your reasons, I guess. Hey, this ship is losing altitude.
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I'll find Eggman and put a stop to his evil ways.
See, they said that differently there too. He's said put him out of commission. I'll nail that Eggman. I'll put him out of his evil. Like, how many different ways can Sonic say this? We'll find out when we play as Amy another time as well. But very rarely are all the characters in one place. Or most of the characters in one place like that. The only people who are missing are Knuckles and Big, but they're taking care of business elsewhere. I think now we get to see the egg carrier explode. There we go. These like baked-in explosions. Look at that overlay explosion. With like Tails and Amy flying away, also overlaid. It's cute. They were trying. Yeah, it's like it's either that or it's like this is how it's heard from their perspective. Like this is the world through Tails' eyes. This is the world with Tails' insight. Only Robotnik has enough madness points to see the Eldritch that is the real form of chaos. And look at Robotnik just flying off into Station Square over there. Tails is like, better get that. He's like, peace, Amy. Didn't even say goodbye.
That's Eggman. I wonder what happened to Sonic.
Yeah, because this is where they get separate again, and then...
I'm finished. Chaos was defeated, and now my egg carrier is ruined.
Oh,
no matter. I will destroy Station Square anyway.
Which, if this is the case, why didn't he just do this in the first place? What's he up to? Just totally ignoring Tails, by the way. Like this rocket that he just...
If that missile is launched...
Put out of nowhere.
Ready? Fire!
Well, you could have stopped it, Tails. I like how he just stands there, too. And again, Robotnik branding always on point. Like, why would you not slap your face logo there?
was a dud.
Cue the dud cutscene from Metal Gear Solid
I'll go
2.
and deal with this myself.
Look at this, like, this really awkward track here that sounds like it's out of like a mystical ninja game or
I better
something.
get to that missile before he detonates it. I see it.
Like, what a nice awkward cut there. You see what? Robotnik was there the whole time. You jumped across the street.
I've got to get it before
Oh my God.
Eggman. The fate of Station Square depends on me.
But yeah, now it's time for Tails to save the day.
Sonic!
Nope, Sonic is off, like, literally Sonic is in the Lost World level
I've
right now.
changed a lot since I've started hanging with Sonic.
I started hitting the bottle more,
But
staying
I
up
can't
late.
depend on him forever.
Life just changed.
I know I can do this by myself. Okay, Eggman, bring it on!
Yeah, you see Tails' growth. He rose up from the streets by himself now. So yeah, 5 stages I think is the most that any other character will have on their own, because Gamma had 4.
You think you can keep up with me?
No, Gamma had 5. Gamma had 5. But yeah, see, now we're racing Robotnik.
You'll never defeat me. What? He's caught up.
Okay, he's like, what? He's caught up. You'll never defeat me. Yeah, this is where you really like break this stage. Learning the stage as Tails that really helps you learn like how many pathways there are when you play as Sonic and like what you're missing out on if you do it wrong. I think I can just... There you go. And so instead of using the rockets, you're like actually encouraged to fly around this whole stage. So it's cool to see how they like design this to be used by at least another character besides Sonic. This stage is great. Speed Highway is definitely super iconic. I mean, I think that's why they reused it in Sonic. This is like the adventure stage for Sonic Generations. It was this, and then in the 3DS version, they used Emerald Coast, which like those I think are pretty solid. Like, this was an iconic stage from the game, kind of a thing, because they use this on like the back for promo art too. Like when you're doing a loop-de-loop near the end. And this was also like this aesthetic was very much the foundation for like the nighttime city stages in Adventure 2, like the Radical Highway stage is Shadow, and then I think Tails even has his own little section where he's doing like the mecha stuff in the middle of the night in the city. Mission Street, I think that's the level. Oh god, am I landing right? Okay. Look at Eggman trying like rubber band to me. Section actually a little tricky here. Look, there's this big dumb goofy like dud rocket. Oh god, am I messing this up? Oof, just made it.
Yeah!
Used to be a tough level for me when I was like, what, 10 when this was out or something?
That wasn't too bad.
Or when I first got this anyway.
Oh no! It's Robotnik! So you beat me to the missile, you little pest.
Look at this crowd that's gathered, who is like mumbling Japanese in the background.
Let's get out of here!
Boom. It's a spider.
You fool. Away, before I make mincemeat out of you.
Like, listen how sinister he sounds here.
I'm not scared. I can do this.
Like, these line recordings are all so goofy. Like, it's part of the charm of it for sure, but he's like ready to murder Tails right now. And then this is, you get the theme music very similar to the end of,
Get a load of this!
Oh god.
No way! I can't believe this!
Oh yeah, you have to knock him down and then just hit him. There you go, yeah. Theme music very similar to, the Egg Viper, but a much easier boss, in my opinion. I say as I get, like, literally blown up.
Get a load of this!
Never mind, I lied. Toughest boss in the game.
Can't believe it!
Yeah, not too bad. It's literally just like damage the feet, wait for the damage points to appear, and then hit him when you gotta hit him. But I like that they use this area that you've already been to, right? Egg Walker was this boss's name.
Get a load of this!
I messed it up. You had to be fast, jeez.
Get a load of this! No way! I can't.
I think eventually you have to hit like each, like all 3 of them or all 4 of them. But yeah, just blowing up the whole town. And they even reference this in Adventure 2. Like, you don't show the Egg Walker fight. Like, they don't flash back to it or anything like that.
Get a load of this!
But you actually, they say like, oh, the boy who saved Station Square got a free Chaos Emerald. Something like that, and that's like Tails. So there's some continuity. You gotta appreciate it. But this is the fated battle that Tails had in Station Square. What made him a legend on that day.
Get a load of this!
And you know you should get a load of this.
No way! I can't believe it!
There you go. Tails should have gotten a load of that. But yeah, there you go. That's Tails' campaign. not that bad. Again, much shorter, but
Hey, I did it!
You saved the day! You're the best!
I think it drives the point in. Like, you're not playing as Tails for too long. He has one of the higher, like, stage counts for side characters. It's like, yeah, everyone clap for Tails. Yay, he did it. He saved the town. But yeah, his is definitely not that bad. And then we just, I think, see a nice ending cutscene here where he finds Sonic. And he's, like, hyping up no one. Like, yeah, there's Sonic. Sup, dog? Okay, cool flying high five. Now Sonic's following him. And I think they tried to make it so he's singing his theme song too. Like, that's the mouth movement thing going on, but I don't know if that's it. And then you've got this, like, really chill, like, rock song, but it's also like kind of sad because it's just like Tails talking about how he looks up to Sonic so much, but it's cute. It's cute. It is what it is. Yeah, Tails karaoke this song, and then he also does the same like jump off the cliff ending. I should make that and email me just like. I'll clip that later or something, but still a good theme song though. Nice slower jam for Tails. What is Tails' theme in Adventure 2? It's not this song, is it? Hold on a second. Fun fact for those of you who didn't know, on Spotify right now, I know you can find so much on YouTube because game music is weird in that like it isn't caught up in as many licensing like nightmares as other music is when you put it on YouTube. But hold on a second. Tails. You can get most of the Sonic soundtracks, at least from like the adventure games and onward, are on Spotify, which is really nice. Like game music on Spotify has like definitely leveled up in recent years. There's like way more stuff on there now. Like, not everything is on there. Like most of Nintendo stuff, obviously, isn't on there. But there's a lot of Sega stuff, a lot of Capcom stuff. There's some Metal Gear stuff. There's a lot out there. But hold on a second. I'm trying to find. trying to see if Tails has a theme. Yeah, so it just there's like different releases for the Adventure 2 soundtracks as well, which I don't like that. Because the character themes in there are like a little less pronounced, I want to say. Like there's definitely songs that are left out, and that's weird, and I don't like that. Sonic Adventure 2 Tails. I'm gonna play it in the background on my phone so you can hear what it might be like. Oh, right, okay. I think it's the same theme, but like different music, which Sonic's theme, what is it called? What is Sonic's theme? I should know. Sonic Adventure 2. It's not Live and Learn, that's the other one. Oh, It Doesn't Matter, that's the one. Yeah, It Doesn't Matter is the same like lyrics more or less in Sonic Adventure 2. It's just a reworked kind of style of song. It's more like upbeat ska almost. Oh, 1 second. I'm looking up more Sonic music stuff just to get some more cool facts about like why the soundtrack releases are so different. Look at this Tails goofy face over there. But yeah, no, this is a quick one. It's fun though. It's fun. There you go, and then you get that nice little final shot of the tornado there. What's cool is like the red tornado. That's an unlockable costume for Tails, as like a versus stage costume in Sonic Adventure 2. So it's like nice little fan nod there. So like, because normally you have the purple and yellow tornado 2, but then you get the tornado 1 skin there. So I like that. Okay, so we got a little time left here. But yeah, the Sonic music releases are weird. Most of the good stuff is on Spotify though. For those who didn't know, you can hot favorite a lot of that stuff. But we've got some time, because I think to round this out nicely, we'll leave these two goobers for next time. But I think it is time to kick back and take a fish. Oh, I should have looked at his instructions. It is time for the biggest of the caddest. Because this is what everyone wanted, right? That's what you came here for. Oh, the stars are going out. You know what everyone should do in their life? Keep your power-ups under your bed so you never have to lose your power-ups. Big the Cat's doing it right. Everyone gives him shit. But, oh, Froggy without a tail? Or are we trying to see the origins? Froggy knows what's up. Yeah. Wakey, wakey. It's time for the real adventure to begin. Actually, look something up too. Hold on a second. Because Big, I just realized, because you do so much fishing shit as Big, Big has a handful of upgrades you can get.
What's up with the tail?
Okay, Twinkle Park. The jungle area of Mystic Ruins.
You swallowed my Lucky Charm.
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
Come back here. What's wrong with you? Something's not right. We've always been friends for years. Froggy, wait up! Oh dear.
How big?
Yoo-hoo, Froggy. Come out, wherever you are.
There he is. Yeah, we are well, not in control yet.
Oh man, where could my Pollywog pal be anyway?
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
There's a place somewhere in the city where you can go down into the sewer.
Back where Big belongs. When you were fishing, you're gonna wiggle. Okay, so this, everyone memes about this, but this is the Big the Cat section of the game. Whoa, look, you can see Sonic and Tails just wandering around. And they're like the few characters you talk to who like talk.
Quick! We have to find the rest of the missing Chaos Emeralds!
So that's where they are in the story right now. So just so you know, we are in the timeline, of course. But yeah, Big has his fishing rod, and you cannot fish right here. Actually, can you? But we'll get into it in a level. But he is slow, he's clunky, but his game is designed for him. And again, there is a Dreamcast fishing rod, which I don't feel like pulling out of the cupboard right now, but you are constantly Big has the most upgrades of anyone, but most of them are all just like lure power-ups. And you use that to just get bigger fish, which like Froggy's always the same size. The more lures you have, the easier it is to go off on that. But he also has two like main power-ups. The better rod, which why would you leave your good rod under your bed like that? I mean, I guess it's like his rainy day rod, but I don't know. There he goes. But you're always just chasing Froggy because that's your friend.
Froggy, there you are. Wait, don't run away. What you doing under that car? What's wrong?
Because remember, this car was here before, but like it was gone with Sonic. But Big is just like that buff. Watch this. Wait, no. Nah, Big is jacked. Like you literally just lifted a car to get in the sewer. And here's the other way. It was blocked as Sonic before, but it's just another pathway. This actually leads us. Big's filthy sewer crawling self. Actually leads us over to. Wait, did he say ow because his tail got clipped in there? Huh. Never noticed that before. Those are weird things that definitely get cut out of, and like that's a shortcut into Twinkle Park there. Big gets in wherever he wants. He doesn't give a fuck.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Yeah, I don't understand where the idea for Big came from. Like, it was clearly they were making an OC and they were messing around, and like, I don't know why they shoehorned fishing into here though, because like, I actually don't think the fishing is that bad. I think it's just so out of place. Because here's this section from here's this section from like Twinkle Park, because we've been here before, right? And it's at least taking advantage of this pool that's already here. And look, there's Froggy right there. So if I can like attract the frog. The thing is, like, not everyone like takes the time to learn how to do the Froggy stuff. So it's like you aim your rod and then you pop it out and usually you kind of just like bait him out. If we can like get him to move, there he goes. And then like the goal is to kind of like inch ever. Wait, okay, how do you do it? Did I press the wrong button? Okay. There's a way you do it. Like, there's a way you, like, confirm the hit, and I always forget how to do it. No, I'm doing this wrong. There's like a button I'm not pressing. Cause I'm forgetting how to do it. Where you, like you get the hit and you're just like, something's biting. Yeah, I'm really messing that up. Huh. Hold on. Because it's again, I don't think the fishing is terrible. I think it's just so like out of place for like how to beat this game. Thankfully, there are only like 4 fishing stages, so it's like, again, not as bad as I think people make it out to be. It's just so jarring. There's a way you're supposed, like, he at least like comes toward the rod pretty consistently. How do you make him hit? Are you supposed to like jerk the rod? There we go. Okay, I think I have to jerk the rod. It's no Breath of Fire. But you can tell like the Sega Bass Fishing developers had like a hand in this.
Not too bad.
Welcome to
I'm mulling over thoughts about Big. But yes, there you go. You can also make him do the racing section here, but I don't think anyone wants to see us race Big in a car. But yeah, so that's the rotation usually, is it's like get to level, find Froggy, and then fish him out. I guess you kind of like jerk the line once he's on it to get him to go. But yeah, Ice Cap is the next one for Big. So just like any level with a major water section is where you do your thing. But pretty straightforward overall. And not every level has a power-up for Big. He has a rod, he gets like a little floaty later, and then there's a handful of lure power-ups.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Let me... Hold on. I need to go get... Would you guys have anything to say? Oh, a customer. Oh, secret, so give me a minute. Oh, are these guys... Oh, they're planning their strike. Oh, wait, no, because we have to do the ice stone was... Here? No, wait, it landed somewhere else. Back there? Yes, it's back there. Okay, I was like, I knew it landed somewhere different. Oh god. Big cannot run up walls. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, it's like... I think the fishing works for the most part, but it's so out of place. Like, I'll defend it based on the fact that, like, I know how to do it, but it's so out of place. And, like, I would... There are probably interviews with Big the Cat out there that I haven't read before, but it's the most out of place it's ever been. Like, I won't defend it for not being that. But my favorite thing ever, too, and it's like, they took this out of the battle version for Adventure 2 and GameCube. I think it's in the PC version, though, is that Big, because I think they knew Big was such a joke character, is, like, in every level almost in Sonic Adventure 2, you can find Big hiding somewhere. Like, he's just fucking around. Like, it's like Big's having his own side adventure. It's wonderful and it's stupid and it's something everyone deserves to see at some point. So that's also why I want to do the Dreamcast version. It's like finding all the Big cameos is such like a it's like chef's kiss moment when you see, because you're like running by and you're like, it's Big. It's like our boy survives. Until Sonic Heroes, when it's like he was made a playable character game, but he kind of got like defaulted to play like the other types in that game. I don't know. Sonic Heroes is weird. I really don't like that game. But I think I've made that clear before. Hold on a second. I'm going to get this power up here. So this is a deeper pool. So like Big would like not float before.
You've discovered the life belt.
Nah,
It
I don't
keeps
know
you
about that
afloat
one.
when you're in water. To swim underwater, press the jump button.
Sonic Heroes is not a game I enjoy very much at all. I get why other people enjoy it. There's too much in it that I just... It's like he inflates the belt and then boom, you get out. There you go, and you can pop out. So literally just lets them float on water. It's just to get past that obstacle too. No, that's not true. Exploring more of Big's like goals in other parts of his stages, you get to use the life ring more. Yeah, after Sonic Heroes, I'm trying to think, though, was he playable in anything else that wasn't like a party game? Or like a racing game? Like any... I think Heroes was the last time Big, because he obviously wouldn't have been playable in fucking Shadow the Hedgehog. And he's not in 06 at all. Knuckles is just chilling here, look at this.
Didn't I see a green-colored stone somewhere?
So that's Knuckles being dumb before he runs into Sonic and them. Can I go back, I guess? Okay, cool. So yeah, I can get Big's other power-ups really quick, which is fun. Trying to think though, and there's Sonic. Yeah, I think. Oof, yeah. Last time Big was like officially playable was. Look at him running on the jungle. He loves it. Well, last time Big was officially playable was. Yeah, Sonic Heroes. Weird. I mean, in that game, he's at least like shoehorned in to like make him play. Like make him play like the other like power characters as it were in that game. I mean, I get it. He's a big guy. He's so jacked. He just lift the car. We just saw that. So clearly, Big's a strong boy, but I don't know about that one. There's a cave I'm looking for over here. I think it's here. Yeah, here we go. Big just hiding his lures and everything all throughout the world. A legendary creature. And then I think there's one where we're about to go in Ice Cap too. And then there is also a last one on the egg carrier. But that's it. So Big isn't hard to kit out, if you will. You just really have to know where all his stuff is. The main thing is the lure power-up, so I think it just makes fishing easier. But it does make the line stronger, which I don't get that. At least I think that's what it is. 'Cause it says lets you catch heavier fish, but I don't know if it means you're going to attract heavier fish, or if it means that like your line breaks, like it takes tougher. It is tougher for your line to break, so I don't know. We're back home, getting our super rod, which again, I think this is what keeps the line stronger.
It's the power rod.
Power rod, sorry.
You now have
longer casting distance. Okay. So you can tell they thought of all these like different things for Big. It's neat, but it's also just so like look how slow we go. It's just so out of place. It's funny, but it's so out of place. What's nice though is Big only has one boss fight, and yes, Big has a boss fight, surprisingly. It's like, by like power level ratings, if you had to give power level ratings to these Sonic characters, Big's boss fight is like against a boss who is technically like one of the stronger bosses in the game, which is kind of funny, but look how fast he climbs though. And look at the dumb sound he makes when he climbs. But I guess a cat would be able to climb fast. Like, why does he climb so, like, awkwardly fast and, like, everything else is slow? This creature. He's a mystery. And that Big is something else. But yeah, I would love to hear, like, the dev room talk from when they were like, why are we shoehorning Big in here? Because Amy has a few stages. Amy has like 3 or 4. I think Amy has 3 stages, actually, now that I think about it. She has the least of all. Because, yeah, Knuckles and Tails have 5, and so does Gamma, since those are all, like, I'd say the more fun side adventures. Amy is kind of slow and plodding, but she at least plays similarly. Her levels are a little more, like, puzzle-based, because you're always running from that robot that's chasing her, and you kind of gotta escape it and, like, get around, but it, like, at least makes sense, but it's just like, ugh, Big. Oh, Big. His ladder climbing, I can't get over that. Yeah, Ice Cap. So Ice Cap is kind of similar to like the internal part of Ice Cap as Sonic's. Like you're here, see. Froggy is like, so watch this. You can jump on ice holes and they're down there. Froggy is here. So Froggy's just there. But there is a power-up we need to get in here. Which, hold on, I think we have to explore the stage a bit. Look at how nice the lighting and stuff is here, though. Like, you can actually tell you're underwater and, like, the textures change and stuff. That is not present in the GameCube DX version, unfortunately. Big trapped. Well, because I need to get over there, because that's where the power-up is, right? Oh, shit. Big almost did the thing. I forgot about that, because you were in water so infrequently in this game. So I forgot that you actually have the ability to drown. Okay, where is the, Well, because I have to get in there, right? Huh. Give me a second. Where's the way to get in there? We're there. Oh, I think we have to follow this weird, like, dinosaur bone statue here. Yeah, because that led us out there. I think if we keep climbing, we'll find the answer. No. Go up here? Is it down here that I go? I just always forget this. I'm doing this so I can show off getting all the power-ups. Yeah, I think it's down here. There we go. Yeah, lure power-up. I appreciate that they don't make a big, like, stink about, like, oh, you're like, here's a lure power-up. Bum, bum, bum. Like, you just find it, like, normal. There we go. Okay. We good, we good, we good. Let me, I think I just dip out when I want to leave. There we go. And then when we came from this way to where Froggy was. Yeah, they at least put some thought into making it a more expansive stage to, like, find different fish in. But usually the other goals are just, like, find a fish that weighs more, or, like, catch more fish at this weight and then catch Froggy. So Froggy's, like, right there. You can almost kind of cheese this out. It's like you have to stand, like, back here, really, and get a good, like, shot at it. Sometimes, though, what's the worst is, like, when other fish start to get attracted to the lure, and you're just like, oh god, get away, please. Where's Froggo? Where is he? You down there? There we go, there we go. Hey, Frog.
Something's fighting.
So it's like you're supposed to jerk the line, but it's never clear like which way you're supposed to do it. So I always just like rotate the stick furiously. That's how you do it. There you go. So yeah, it's like once you get how the fishing works, it's really not that hard to just like get through the stage. It just sucks because you have to like play these stages constantly if you really want to 100% the game. But with only 4 stages, it's not terrible. We look at the shadows and lighting on Big's like bulky chest there. They really put their all into this one. There you go. Then we are like technically halfway done with Big's campaign here. When you know what you're doing, it's a quick romp of fishing funsies, but. And I do like that he does the cat eyes thing at night there. Oh, here you go. A theme of, like, sexy cat. I just love that they give Big this, like, surfer aesthetic. But, I mean, he lives in the forest. He's just like a hobo cat.
He's got my little buddy.
This is the other side of that. He's like, come here. But for Tails, he's like this crazy cat. It's trying to like, scare me off in the forest.
Glad I found you.
Like, if this guy comes up to you and says, glad I found you, what are you gonna do? Are you ready for this man?
Oh, now what am I gonna do?
So next level, I think... Wait, can you... Yeah, seriously, everyone cry for Big the Cat. Oh, you can talk to Tails now, too. I forgot about that.
Sorry, if I had only held on tighter.
Oh. Yeah, how could you, Tails? Shit. Yeah, because we got the lure power up.
The train headed for Station Square will be
So now we're pretty sure we're
soon.
supposed to go to Station Square?
Go to Station Square. You may find something.
Yeah, thanks, Ancient Light. Yeah, because now we go to... Actually, he's... Big is the other character that does Emerald Coast. Look, he's looking for Tails, too. Watch. There's Sonic. You just, like, you see everything happening...
I'd better go after Amy.
Oh, no, this is that part. Okay. Yeah, so now we see how time passes, which is kind of funny. But we also... Can I go down this? No, I can't go down that way. You see how time passes among the other characters. So, like, Big is just, like, there in the background. Like, he sees everything happen. He knows all. But he knows nothing. Because he is on a mission. Oh. Nani? There you go. Sorry, just got really zoned out on Big thoughts for a second. But yeah, no, Big, is the only other character. Sorry, I got like super spaced out there for a second. Forgive me for that. Big is the only other character to do Emerald Coast, and he does it in a very different way than both Gamma and Sonic do it. It's weird, and he has completely different theme music for the level too, which is kind of cool. I think Froggy for this one is like over here. What's nice is like doing the Froggy stuff. Look how like beautiful this looks, by the way. Doing the Froggy stuff is usually, or how am I trying to say this? I don't know. I was saying that wrong. Finding Froggy is usually like not far from where you start in the level. I think Froggy is just like around this little sand alcove here. You can like go into this underground cave down there though, which we're not gonna do that, but it is curious to me, if anything, to see like, oh, I think Froggy's over here. Yeah, I see him already. It is curious to me to see like which stages get reused for like which characters, and like which characters share which stages.
Something's fighting.
Cause like you wouldn't think that like, oh, first level in the game, right? Like Sonic does it, you're like dashing through on like a cool beach stage, going fast, doing all this stuff. You wouldn't think that Big the Cat's gonna share this stage, right? But I mean, it does make sense because like you're by the ocean and you're fishing, you know. Wait, what? Did I lose him? How did I lose him? Get out of here. The line didn't even break there. Ugh. Sometimes the game gets goofy when you're standing in water, because I think it like thinks you're cheating or something. And like Froggy clips out. I think I have to stand like here just to be safe. But I got the long rod at least, so that's something. Okay, there. Wait, what? Oh no, no! Come back, Froggy. Come back.
Something's fighting.
So usually you just kind of like tap it when the meter gets too high. Just like don't let it break. You just have to be patient. I do like this like theme of intense fishing that happens once you get there. Do I have to be in the water for this to work? Hold on. I don't know. The fishing gets more unclear in these later stages because Froggy's in like weird points. Oh right, you can like jank the rod. I forgot about that. You're supposed to do like a combo of that, like when Froggy gets to. Like look at that. That's not good. I think I need a float. Yeah, because you can fish when you're floating like this. Because I keep getting like dragged on the shore. So give me a second. Okay. And I think he can get Froggy in the ocean. There we go. Okay. Okay. Third time's a charm, right? Oh, come on, Frog. There we go. Yeah, because it clips out like that, and like when the rod breaks, Big is like, oh, I think you lose a life when the rod breaks. It's like weird. I don't know why that's part of the mechanic, but. And of course, because Froggy is now imbued with ancient power. Oh, you got jacked by a robot.
Froggy? Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, no. This isn't it. Big gets his flashback later.
Hold on there. Come back,
I like how he
please.
just starts...
Give me my friend back. I'm begging you, please.
It's no good luck for Big. But that's how far he follows Gamma. It's like, he just goes straight to the egg carrier, and he goofs his way onto this thing.
Froggy? This place doesn't look familiar to me at all.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, it was that sniff.
Smells like Froggy's around somewhere.
God.
Let's go see what's behind this door.
Yeah, I wish Big would also walk in on the door where, the door... the door where you get, excuse me, that clip of Beta Mark II, but you don't get to see it. What I'm going here for is our last, Oh, can you see Amy in jail? Can I see Amy? No, because yeah, that's what I'm saying. With Big, this is what's in the other jail cell here. You get his final lure upgrade, where he gets like a golden lure at the end, I think, or something. I can't really tell. That's kind of like a little gold lure. Maybe it's a different color, and I can't tell. Is Amy here? Okay, no, Amy is not here. So I was gonna say, does he free Amy? Yeah, Hot Shelter. He's the other character who uses Hot Shelter. This is his last stage, and of all things, this is an actual state. Oh, look at listen to this song remix, by the way. This is different than the version you heard for Gamma that we did. This is like the real banger here. But yeah, Big actually kind of has like a minor level here in Hot Shelter. You have to kind of travel a bit. And you get the most useless, like, speed power-up right now. Because you get thrown right into a pool. So it's like, the one time you'd want to see, like, how fast does Big actually go, you do that instead. But look, now we're here. And it's Froggy, he's in the Hot Shelter pool. So it's not much of a level.
Oh, there's Froggy.
Froggy's sensors
Looks
are
like he needs my help.
going wild. Yes, we just gotta break him out. I think he ends up being over here. Yeah, now we fish. Yeah, now we here for the real shit. So I think I can just fish him out the right way. Yeah, so it's like, again, when you know what you're doing, the big stuff isn't that bad, it's just... I remember figuring this out as a kid with my friend who like, I played this game with originally, and we weren't stumped, we were just so out of place with like the big stuff. It's just, it's out of place, like, not much else to it. This is a great remix of Hot Shelter though. Real jamming shit. Big knows how to groove out. Oh, I didn't do the thing. No.
Something's biting.
Something's biting, guys. God, his voice. Thank you, John St. John. So there you go. Those are all the big levels. Like,
not too bad.
Feeling pretty good that I crushed through those pretty fast. Cause this is always like the part of the game where people are like, ah, Big the Cat, but it's alright. Could be worse. There could be more than 4 stages. Like, I'll tell you what, there definitely could have been more than 4 stages.
That's strange.
Oh, Big's flashback time. What does he see in the past? I don't think... Does he see the world on fire? Or does he see peaceful? Yeah, he sees peaceful.
Where am I? Froggy?
Big, this is where you grew up. You're a time traveler. And there's nothing to really... I'm not going to go make Big explore in the back. I think he can, but there's... We've already talked to our echidna friends and listened to their musings for the night. Big is going to steal the Chaos Emeralds. That's who it is. Let's see what Tikal has to say.
Wow. Is it alright for me to be here?
No.
So do you trust me?
So she's like talking to this...
These are the 7 emeralds.
The weird thing making the ripples in the water is supposed to be like Chaos, right? Like that's him when he's in like Calm Guardian form. But we haven't seen what drives Chaos mad yet. Or maybe we already saw it as Sonic. Like, Big, just steal the emeralds. Wish for Froggy back and it'll be fine.
The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds, unified by one that is the controller. The 7 Chaos... The controller itself. Could this be the emerald that controls the 7 Chaos?
Oh, Big is like, what the fuck is going on? He doesn't understand anything. Like, Tikal didn't even acknowledge the existence of him, but maybe he's on just like a higher plane. But yeah, we got Froggy. Finally.
Froggy? I don't like the looks of this place.
Let's get out of here.
If something happens now, there's no point to my rescuing you.
If we die, we
I
die.
don't know who would bother to save us both.
It's gonna be Shadow. That's who saves Big.
We better get going, buddy.
Emergency alert has been cancelled. Resuming monorail operation.
Monorail! We finally get the monorail. It's Big. I think we can still go out the normal way. Or do you have to use the monorail as Big? I forget. But look at this thing. Like, this airship has everything. Like, you built a monorail inside your airship. Like, Eggman balls out. Robotnik knows what's up. Do I... Hello? Did I mess this up? There we go. I jumped in the wrong way. But yeah, we see time-wise where this fight is going to take us. Or excuse me, not fight, but we're about to get into a fight right now. We see how big, so everyone is at the egg carrier at some point. And yeah, look, here's Tails playing, so we are outside. Oh, look, there's Chaos. And now we actually get to see the... Wait, I'm sorry, what? Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't loading for a second. I was like, wait, am I in the wrong place? I'm pretty sure we're in the right place. We gotta be. So now we see Big's part in the grand scheme, and Froggy and the tail. He is the missing piece.
So, I see you're trying to escape. I'm right on time. Chaos, grab him! Get that frog! And don't forget the Chaos Emerald.
So yeah, that's the emerald from Birdie in the background, and then Froggy has the other emerald. But he's just like, hearken to me, and he, look at this, like, frog barf on stream, like, tagged for inappropriate content. Big's like, what the hell? You were hiding that this whole time? And this is actually the one time we see, because when Sonic and Knuckles show up to fight this, Chaos is already shows up as Chaos 6. Like, when we roll up, it's already crazy.
Possessed by your tail.
Yeah.
Once you get your tail,
It's
you'll be complete and ultra strong.
It's the ghost of Chaos possessing him. Oh no! Yeah, see, Froggy finally loses the tail. Like, Chaos has so many upgradable parts. Why? Huh? And look, Big got here before Sonic, by the way.
Look what happened.
Like, Sonic had to catch up to Big. Let's let that sink in.
Transformed again.
Huh?
Big's like, who the fuck cares? Get the frog.
Gotta go!
Froggy?
Why would Robotnik leave? Like, this is his creature beast he created.
So, he's your friend, eh? No sweat. I'll get him back. Watch me.
Careful, Froggy. Don't worry. We'll get you back.
So yeah, you get a final boss fight as Big against Chaos 6, and I have to say I actually really enjoy this because, you know, as Sonic, we fought Chaos 6 before, right? Like, we throw the ice...
frog and cast your lure.
The ice spots at him, but watch this. Gotta kind of aim for the mouth here. Hold on. Wait. You have to get it just right. It's goofy, but... Where is he now? Because, like, it keeps giving me a lock-on point, and I don't... There we go. You just have to keep trying until Big saves the day. It's really dumb, but it's such a, like, simple, fun reuse of the, like... Use your fishing skills to save the day. And fish Froggy out of, like, this eldritch nightmare that is Chaos at this point. Yeah, get out of here, loser.
Okay, thanks. Come, little bunny. Time to get a move on.
So now Froggy doesn't give a shit because he's not possessed by Liquid Ocelot there, right? Like, that's... So that's... Wait, do I still... Okay, I still play, yeah. So then, I mentioned in Gamma's playthrough that there's no plane here. So, look who takes Tails' plane home. This fucking cat. Which, when you think about it, though, the emerald is still in the plane, right? So it's like, Robotnik just messed up. He had all 7 emeralds in one place. He could have caused, like, true chaos, or, like, right there, but Big flies away, and look at this amazing overlay of Big flying the plane. I love this. Wait for it. Whee! So that's what becomes of Tails Tornado for the time being, is Big steals his pimped out ride and jets home. But that is it. That is the short and sweet, as I could make it, saga of Big the Cat. Probably, of all the Sonic friends to be a Sonic friend over time, you know, people bitch about it, like, Sonic friends for a while, and like, there's too many. Big's gotta be the weirdest. Like, he just goofy, cool surfing cat, loves to fish, frog friend. Like, look at him, they're just chilling. They don't give a shit about what's going on out there. And now they're chill. Now that Froggy's lost his possession tail. Like, if you clipped just these scenes and you had no idea, this doesn't look like Sonic. This looks like some weird-ass, like, anything else. They just live in the ruins. They're having fun. Like, yeah, that's big. Yeah. But yeah, like, I would say arguably the most out of place thing in the game. It makes no sense. It's there because they were probably just slapping ideas at the board. And again, I mentioned the fishing controller earlier, that you can't use that with this game, which, like, that would be the wildest. Like, that'd be such a Dreamcasty thing. Like, you plug a microphone into this system and you can talk to a fish that's voiced by, like, Leonard Nimoy. But I can't plug in a fishing rod controller and go fishing in the game with a fishing mechanic. It's just, it's funny, but I get it. They're just fucking around. But yeah, Big the Cat. Big the Cat. Not much else to say about it, but look at me, just they had so much fun with the photo mode for this one, like Big's on his adventure. Yeah, but always fun to come across it, but trying to 100% this game, if I ever get in the mood to do that, I was always just like, oh, I have to do all the big stages. Because they're not hard. Fishing the other fish gets easier when you have all the upgrades. But it's still just tough. It's tough because you have to repeat and repeat and repeat. Yeah, Big's cute. Big is cute, but it is very out of place. And, like, I think he deserves all the criticism, but he's also just trying to live his life. So yeah, but best boy he may be. But sorry, this song is pretty catchy regardless. It's a undercover jam. But I am glad we are past them now. Now it is the home stretch. I'm glad I paced this out pretty well. So yeah, Sonic Adventure, not a long game for sure when you know what's going on. And again, maybe for a final go through, we can show off some of the GameCube stuff. But I don't know, or maybe we'll do like a. Well, because that's the problem. I was like, I'm confident next time we play the game, we're gonna finish it. Like, we have Amy, who's like short as hell, and then we have Knuckles, who I'll probably save for last because he has so many like cutscenes of flashback stuff. His is pretty fun, and it would actually make sense, I think, to timeline-wise, to do his before the final final story mode. But we'll see how much time we have. But I'll try and have it set up so I can like jack the GameCube in really quick, and then we can kind of just go from there. I'll see how fast I can do that though. Regardless though, I think we are on track to finish next time, and that feels pretty good. I mean, I know this game back and forth, so it wasn't a big undertaking when I said, "Oh, let's go play Sonic Adventure." This is a fun one. This one was more for y'all than it was for me, but I guess it was for both of us, because I mean, like, this is always like a comfort food game for me, because it's a game I just know. So that's always good. But Fun to get some Sonic on stream though. I mean, like Sonic's so fun. When it's fun, Sonic is fun. Like, hey, as dumb of a statement as that is. So yeah. There you go. And there he is, right where we started at our forest cabana hut. But yeah, we're trekking through pretty good. I don't know if we'll go for 69 emblems the way we had 69 of each collectible in Mario Sunshine, but I think that's where I'll probably call it for tonight. Because again, I don't. Hold on, let me put on some show music.
Options.
Yeah, there you go.
You can customize various options.
Oh yeah, that's about it. I think. I'm trying to think because it's like I think I can pace it out well enough next time because the ending segment's not that hard. There's not even a final level. Like in Sonic Adventure 2, they made a much bigger deal about like a final level segment and stuff, like with Cannon's Core, the last level there. But in here, you just like do all these cutscenes, and then you fight Perfect Chaos, the final boss, as Super Sonic, and that's the whole cool big thing. But that's it. So it's not gonna probably take us long next time to blow through everything. So yeah, I think you're gonna have it set up to like show off some of the DX differences and really show you guys like the big difference, like in like why I think this version overall is like a little nicer to go through. It's just it's a shame this is the version that has been forgotten. So anyway, thank you for showing up to more good old Sonic Adventure. We will probably finish the game next time, and that's fun to think about. That means we will have finished like 2 games in the month of July, even though I mean Mario Sunshine was already a big trek that we were working through anyway. But yeah, this is fun. It's a fun easy mode run for me because I like this game. I hope y'all are enjoying it too. So anyway, tomorrow is Monday. Enjoy the beginnings of your weeks. Stay safe and be smart out there. Actually, in the time between this stream and the last one, because I have been working a good chunk of this time and going into my office, I was very thankful and humbled to be able to receive a negative passing COVID-19 test. So yeah, I am safe. So you can actually take it from me when I say, hey, wearing a mask does help. And if you do test negative, which hopefully you all do if you do take a test, that doesn't mean that you can just that's a free mode pass to do whatever you want. You need to stay safe and keep doing what you're doing, because that means, if anything, getting a test and passing negative is just reassurance that what you're doing is working. So fingers crossed for all of you who end up having to do that. And anyway, everyone else stay safe. Be smart, be wise, take care of yourself, and I will see y'all Wednesday for what will most likely be the Sonic Adventure finale at this point. Sorry, not sorry that I know how to blow through this game, but it's fun. It's fun. Short burst. Sonic should be fast. Like, why am I apologizing? Sonic should be a good fast time. So anyway, everyone have a good night. Take it easy, and I will check back in with all of you on Wednesday. So have fun. I'll see y'all later.